What's up, y'all? First of all, let me apologize on the behalf of our illustrious L host and his technical difficulties getting this show started so late. I know y'all
Garbage.
been around. I know y'all been waiting for the past 10, 15 minutes, but
Trash.
don't worry about it. I got your back. So me, Chill, Damien, we here to talk good hoops.
Hmm.
Um, I'm pretty sure we got some more company coming. I think Swipe is supposed to be on the way, so y'all just hang tight. But in the meantime, we got it. Straight to the point, y'all. The Detroit Pistons and the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to make this show so easy for the heck of a game they put on last night. It was entertaining down to the wire. We got an overtime. James Harden had a heck of a game. Let's talk about it, y'all. What did y'all see last night, and what do y'all think of Cleveland finally getting a road win?
Well, something had to give, Ox. I mean, we can't just keep winning all our home games and losing all our road games with a lower seed. We're eventually going to get bounced. So something had to give. We had to win on the road. And championship teams, if you're serious about winning the NBA championship, even if you are the higher seed, if you're serious about winning the NBA championship, you got to go in somebody else's building and you win. You have to do that. That's just part of playoff basketball. And I say that to say that Cleveland, I think they took advantage of a great opportunity yesterday. I did not love how their offense was, but I did like how they came together in overtime. I think that was a collective win. I don't think that was just one guy. I do think that James Harden gave them great minutes yesterday, and I think he scored the basketball like he does when he's on. But I think that was a collection of guys. I don't think that we give nearly enough credit to the Cavs as an overall unit. That's why, Ox, before this series started, I said I liked them. And you and I had a conversation, which I was pretty adamant about it. I was just tired of talking about the physicality. I was sick of talking about that. I'm like, you guys are better than them. If you can stand up to them physically and then make them play basketball, it's going to show that you guys are better. You got better offensive players than them. You got better schemes than them. You got better shooters than them. Your one-on-one players are better. Overall, you are a better unit than them. The difference is they push you guys around. Once you guys are able to stand up to that and we see what you guys look like, I think that it's a completely different game. I'll say that to say last night it didn't look late in the game. It didn't look like it was going to go that way. I didn't like how the Cavs were allowing Detroit to push them up the lane, and Donovan Mitchell is basically got the defense standing in front of him when instead of attacking where he gets the ball. No, he's basically pulling the ball out 35 feet away from the basket, and now the defense is able to load up and set up in front of him. He can't really get anything off, and I think that was one of their major problems. But on the other side of that, though, Ox, we had a really good relocation from Max Strus. We had a really good relocation from Sam Merrill. You know, these are guys who, in addition to being able to defend, like, you have to make open shots. And I thought that they did a great job at that. So that was a big time win yesterday. That was a big time win yesterday for the Cavs. You got what you came here for, Damian. We got the win that we needed on the road. Now go home and finish this thing. Go home and finish it.
Yeah. And
What did you see, Damien?
it felt like Chill, those physicality conversations that we were having feels like a lifetime ago now, because they completely turned this series on their head. I agree with you. I thought this was going to be like the quintessential, like the home teams winning every game in this series. It's going 7 regardless, but the Cavs show some resolve on the road, which I've been waiting for. You mentioned Max Strus. Man, this is a guy that missed 70 games this year. For stretches, he's been their best player in this series. He's hit big shots, timely, big moment plays, big momentum swings. So an unbelievable story. Max Strus is like all the credit in the world to Max Strus, and another guy that deserves a lot of credit yesterday was Evan Mobley. Man, they were dead in the water, and Evan Mobley maybe had the best minute and a half, 2 minutes of his career. Oxy hits the big three. He gets the huge stop. He hits the clutch free throws. You know, he was someone that essentially saved them at the end. When I thought they were dead in the water, Chill, when Dennis Jenkins hit that corner 3 with the Mike Breen bang. But the Cavs dug deep, man, and it felt like they needed to yesterday. But I agree. I thought James Harden was excellent. I was waiting for Donovan Mitchell. I'm surprised that they won a game like that without Donovan Mitchell having a big fourth quarter or overtime. So it was a big statement win for Cleveland and one they needed if they're going to be serious about shaking this whole thing up.
Chill just can't have both of his agendas go work at once, man. Because Evan Mobley was hooping yesterday, Chill. And then if Evan Mobley hooping, Donovan Mitchell sucks. Donovan Mitchell good, Evan Mobley sucks. We just can't get on the same page. Chill.
Why is
then,
that?
I don't know. And then the third agenda that Chill hates the most is Ox that he hasn't acknowledged yet.
Don't get nasty, please. Please don't get nasty.
You see James Harden about to save your boy's legacy, Chill?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
You know what? I didn't even put that together. I didn't even think about that.
Why not? Why not?
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
No, Ox, no. Chill. You don't get to just
wait. But it's not the finals yet, though, Swiper. So
it doesn't matter. It's the playoffs, and Donovan Mitchell.
It's crazy that he still wait. It's crazy that he stunk yesterday.
He did, and he was great the day before.
Okay, and the day before that.
He was great. Yeah, he was great.
The day before that too.
No, not
game 2.
Not game 3. Game 4. Yes, game 3.
Game 3 was damn good. The game 3. The
it was good. It was good. Yeah, the second half of game 4 was excellent.
Good. But I think what I think is interesting.
I like Donovan Mitchell, so you can't use that against me.
Actually, you don't because
you like Donovan Mitchell.
You consistently talk about how he shouldn't be a first team.
I'm not Jordan.
And this guy is this, and that's not my point. My point is I think it's interesting how when he does what he does in a bad way, like here come the floodgates. But it was crickets up here a couple of days ago when he set a playoff record. Of course, but Swiper, stop acting like you couldn't have showed up. Like
y'all really be doing it. I have things to do.
And even if that's true, okay, but you're here today, and with being here today, just so you know, it happened a couple of days ago. And the first thing you bring up is not the fact that he's averaging 37 a game at home. You're not bringing that part up. You know what you're bringing up? The fact that James Harden saved him yesterday. Bring it up. Even though when we got into the overtime, and I said this to Ox on the timeline.
He did. He went 3 of 3.
I said this to Ox in the timeline. Ox, big fella, can you help us out a little bit? That's all I asked. I don't need you to save us, but these dudes are clearly balling. My man, can you help us out just a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. That's all I asked. I'm not mad at this. This is basketball, y'all. This is how basketball goes. You know what I'm saying? So while we might say little stuff, clown dudes for this performance or that performance, I'm not mad at what happened last night for the Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell, sometimes shots aren't going to fall. Sometimes Asor Thompson's going to make shit extremely difficult for you. That's a part of basketball. That's why you have teammates. That's why James Harden, and I don't care what y'all got to say about efficiency, field goal percentage, he got his buckets. He did what he had to do. I don't care. Even in the post game, yeah, I missed his floater. I missed some shots I'm supposed to make. So you made other shots. I don't care if you go in the playoffs. I don't care if you go 8 for 30.
As long as you win,
get that W, and they got it. And for Donovan Mitchell, So at certain parts of the game, and this is another thing I love about basketball. I can play bad for 20 minutes, but if I can get a stretch of 6 where and my team holds me down, and I can get a stretch of 6 minutes where I'm super impactful, and we win this basketball game, I can go happy. I can go home and sleep well. I can go home and smile and know, okay, my dudes have my back. James Harden did his job. Evan Mobley showed up. Jared Allen showed up. Max Strus.
We've seen it before.
You know what I'm saying? Like those are the type of things you can be proud of.
I just all I'm asking for, brother Ox, because obviously, we're all friends in this show. So, we're all like gonna, get on each other. Now, Penn's not friends with everybody.
Penn, don't start.
I'm friends with Penn. Yo, I'm friends with Damian.
I got a message from Ron. He said, Dame is cooking up. Chill looks happy. Ox is doing a great job being a W host. Go mess it up.
Here we go.
This is too functional. This is too functional. And then I see Swiper's already up here, and I'm like, damn, you beat me to it. Okay.
I'm not breaking anything up.
Real talk I'm just saying, right behind you, right, Penn?
And I didn't say anything about Moby game for Almighty Lambo. Get it right. Make sure you address me correct.
You about to put me in another sandwich? Oh man.
Look, all I said is I think that, given the context of Chill's lamination, Chill is an Old Testament prophet. You know, the Lamentations is a chill testimony. Like he laments certain things. He laments James Harden. I'm sure you're familiar with the Old Testament, obviously.
I am familiar with the Old Testament.
Yeah,
I read the New
so-
Testament cover to cover though, but
I'm telling you that, man. That Old Testament wasn't no joke, man. He wasn't
No,
playing
wasn't
with y'all.
no.
He wasn't
Leviticus
playing with y'all.
is funny enough. Leviticus is one of my
Anybody-
favorite books
You know
in
what?
the Bible.
Chill.
I
You
actually
got
can't
you.
read.
That's how you treat the chat.
Kind of triggered that y'all brought.
That's,
Oh wow, that's how we
I
treat the chat.
that's how Chill treats
Yeah,
the
the
chat.
Old
Like it's the
Testment's
Old
no joke,
Testament.
man.
The first
Like,
commandment
get him
or the
outta
second
there.
commandment.
Take a
No.
blood. Huh.
He's the vengeful God. That's true.
Famine.
famine throughout your whole city.
It's no joke, the Old Testament. You're right, Ox. It's no
For
joke.
real, I'm serious. This ain't no
Fire,
joke.
you
My
can't-
bad.
Ron,
Fire and
But
brimstone.
Ron's in the chat. Ron, you're the only person up here who can't spell, so don't put that on us. Leviticus is
be
extremely
reading-
easy to spell.
So
So
I'll
is
be reading like
Lamentations.
LeBron. I'll be reading like LeBron backwards, upside down.
Oh, man. Go ahead, though. Swiping my bad.
Hey, I also want to
He's
introduce
from
and
Denver.
Ox, you will be a part of this. There will be a book club coming this June. We're going to read all 3 books of Dune. So Ox, please join the book club.
I'm about that if you're serious. Please don't waste my
No,
time.
no, there's 30 people that already said yes. So I'm doing a book club this summer.
31.
All right,
Let's do
yeah,
it.
I'm doing a book club
Real
this summer.
quick
I have
though,
not
y'all.
read a good book. in
I
a long
want to
time.
talk about that. I want to talk about that last play of regulation. As a matter of fact, Pin, it's crazy because I just saw your take on that. I didn't necessarily see what you saw. I get your take on it. I feel like I'm putting it on Donovan Mitchell. First, I just want to say like how I felt about it real quick, and I want you to explain what you saw as well, and everybody. I feel like Donovan Mitchell. First, Asar Thompson's an amazing defender. He played great defense, but I feel like Donovan Mitchell was being so timid on that play. Like he didn't have to get that deep into the paint. He didn't have to go. I felt like Donovan Mitchell should have either have pulled up at the elbow, maybe a sidestep, or put up the floater over Cade, or went left. You know, when you have a defender like Asar Thompson who's gonna hound you, he's not. You blow by him, he's not standing at the 3-point line watching you. You feel him on your right hip. I don't understand what Donovan Mitchell was doing. I think that was extremely timid, and I think it had a lot to do with the pressure that Asar was putting him on the whole
Do you think
game.
that was a foul?
I wouldn't have called that. No way.
Just
But
because
wait.
there's a
You talking
game
about on
script?
Asar or you talking about on Jared Allen?
So the one Asar, right, or the one on Asar, the one on Asar.
No, I
Right
wouldn't.
before
I would definitely not call a foul right there. I think Asar did great. I think he wasn't over aggressive. I think Donovan Mitchell, and I hate when guards do that when they get by and then they come and do that little Chris Paul thing. And I think it was a good block. I think he got ball before he got anything. If there was a little contact, low body, I mean, come on, you can't
you mean the
call
out of
that in
bounds
a
play,
tied up
Swat?
ball game. That out of bounds.
You
There's
mean
no way
like
I'm calling
as-
that on Jared Allen. Absolutely not.
I thought it was a foul, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm rewatching
Did
the
you?
play now.
Did you
You
see
gotta
where
watch
he
it
did you see where he
really
pushed
slow.
Jared? He pushed Jared Allen. They were both going for the basketball. I think that's a fair let it play out.
My big fella. So to my big fella, as a resident lover of the big guys, and Ox, you are the epitome of holding guys' feet to the fire. I don't want to hear nothing about officiating. I'm not listening to it. And the reason why I'm not listening to officiating
Not at
is
all.
because this Detroit Piston team, with 2 minutes left, it's a 3-possession game. You got the number 2 defense in the league. End it. Swiper, you are a football guy. Best defense in the league. Houston Texans,
Their
the Denver
offense
Broncos,
show.
the Denver Broncos,
Seattle Seahawks, maybe.
Seattle
yeah.
Seahawks.
Mhm.
Swiper, it's 6 minutes left in the game, and they're up 2 possessions.
Well,
Defense
that's
in the
a
game.
lot of time. That's a lot
Chill,
of
they
time.
couldn't
Okay,
score.
5
They
minutes
couldn't
left in the
score.
game.
They couldn't score. They couldn't score.
Five
That's the
five
word
minutes
wrong.
left in the game. And Pen, to your
But why?
point,
Because they were blitzing. They were blitzing Cade.
yes. And here's the difference.
Yeah, that was
The
shady.
difference with
Shady.
that, though, the difference with that, Pen,
Part
is
of it.
the difference with that, Pen, is what's good for the goose is good. If I ain't scoring, guess what? You ain't scoring neither. If I
Okay.
can't score, you can't score neither.
But you
Absolutely not.
acknowledge that the Cavaliers are the more talented offensive team.
Well, not
so
only
it's
will I
much.
acknowledge that. That's why I think that that's why I thought that they were going to win the series before we started this. I thought that they were the better offensive team. That's why I said that right from the beginning. However, in the words of the great Lupe Fiasco, if you are what you say you are,
Mm.
a superstar,
Oh, what you say?
the cameras
you
is
are.
on, and the people are here. Show it to us. You got the number 2 defense in the league, and you got a home game to decide the series. This puts the Cleveland Cavaliers in a ridiculous bind if they win this game yesterday. Now they got to go home and win. Otherwise, the series is over. And your defense was supposed to stand on its head. It didn't. And now what we're doing up here, big fella, is we're talking about officiating. That's what we're doing.
What we talked about yesterday.
The officials didn't lose that game,
right? Roscoe Harris.
Yes,
Remember
sir.
that?
Yes, sir.
Roscoe Harris. I told you the Cavaliers are that team that does not do their homework, and last second they prove to you that they are geniuses, right? And that's really what it was. I mean, I really genuinely felt that this team was going to win, and then the Pistons were up big, and their offense just went cold, and it was very slow. Everything they were doing was very methodical and slow. It almost felt like they were trying to kill clock, and I don't like when teams do this. I genuinely don't. Just keep playing. You're up 10. Try to go up 20. Stop trying to save the lead. And I think anyone who's ever played sports can understand when you're up with the lead and the clock is close to running out, you start thinking, am I playing to win now or am I playing not to lose?
That's an issue.
And when you start playing not to lose, that's when you lose.
In my opinion. I think that's what
I agree.
Detroit. I think that's what Detroit was doing yesterday. And
to the point of that final play, though, I understand a lot of people are very, very mad about it because it looks very bad. And I think the commentator bias can sort of hinge a little bit and be like, oh, how is that not a call? Okay, I need to ask a question. Ox, if you have the basketball and I poke it away from you, but in the process of poking it away from you, there's no way for me to do that without going off your body. And somehow I have really long arms. So I'm able to poke it away from you. But as I'm poking it away from you, right after I poke it away from you, I slash across your body. Is that a foul?
No.
I don't think so because you already hit the ball. The ball's loose.
Okay, cool. So then that first obstacle is out of the way.
I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. I don't think so. I don't know, but I don't think that's a foul. Right. That's not a foul, right?
Because Donovan Mitchell gets Asar on his hip, right? And he's dealing with Cade right in front of him. Asar comes from behind him and very intelligently, creatively, hand-eye coordination. I don't know. His brain is special. His hands are special. He pokes it away.
It's a clean rip.
It's a clean rip. The contact after is considered incidental because it has no bearing on the fact that the ball was lodged loose. After that is where it gets interesting because at that point the ball is loose. Then Jared Allen and Asar Thompson are going for it. And Asar, with his left arm, clears out Jared Allen.
That did happen.
That, to me, is a no call. We move on. The final part of this is, why does Asar trip? And on the slow replay, it looks like he falls over his own foot. So if you watch it over and over again, you can sort of like see like, okay, his foot twists, he starts to fall, and as he's falling, Jared Allen's foot ends up being there. So once again, the officials are right to call a no call on that. It's a no call. It should be incidental contact. I'm not letting free throws decide a game that's this close. I'm just like, yo, y'all are at home, y'all were up, play it out in overtime. I'm not bailing you out.
I'm not missing making them free throws anyway. Just let's go.
I thought I was I thought I was the only one who felt like that.
No, that's why when I seen it when because everybody was upset during the thing.
Can't get you.
Yeah, it's just not worth ending the game on.
What'd you say?
That's not worth ending the game on.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. But it's like we let's just simulate this. You're not making the free throws anyway. Come on, let's go.
What I don't want to do.
In real time, I thought it was a foul. I thought it was a foul in real time.
It looked like a foul because he fell.
You know what's the problem? Like the problem with this is like, yeah, and I agree. I don't want the game to end like this. But the problem is some of the explanation, like just generally as well. When we talk about incidental fouls, when we talk incidental contact, when we talk about marginal contact, especially for some of these like challenges, it's like marginal contact, especially is like, so you're admitting someone's getting hit, but you're just not admitting it's enough contact to warrant a call. Sure. Which I think that
it's a contact sport, Damien. It's a contact sport.
Which is fair.
I think that there's there's a gray area there, which I think that can get us in trouble sometimes. I'm okay with it
versus spirit of the law, Damien. It's
agree, yeah. 100%.
Wait a minute, keep going, Damien. It's the letter of the law. Keep going, Damien, because I want to make sure I'm following you here.
Yeah, so I mean, when I saw the play in real time, when someone goes tumbling into the crowd, of course you feel like it's a foul. On replay, I was okay with it to go to overtime, but I just think that the explanation of some of the stuff sometimes from the referees, especially on the challenges, needs to be cleaned up, man. Because players just aren't happy when someone says something's marginal. So you're admitting that I got hit, but it's just not enough to get a call. Is probably not going to fly with a lot of guys.
Well, of course, they're not going to be happy about it because one, the call didn't go their way, and two, it was contact, which we know in basketball there's contact anyway. But you being a former football player, you know that in football, in soccer, there's contact. There's marginal contact and there's illegal contact, which means that I can put my hands on you, I can put my body on you, I can lean on you, as long as it's not illegal. And I don't think that with what I think that there was a lot more going on yesterday. I think that there was a lot more going on yesterday that could have been called that wasn't. And what I don't want to do is I don't want to hold the officials in this particular situation. I don't want to hold the officials accountable for what the Detroit Pistons put themselves in. Like I want to make sure that we keep the light on the Detroit Pistons. Like I don't want to make this about the officials blew this call at the end of the game. Again, Penn, they were up 3 possessions, and I'm tired of listening to, well, chill. Being up 7 points with 2 minutes, that's not a lot of points. Well, when you got the second best defense in the league, we should be able to hold the lead. If you are that good, and if you are that good, we should be able to hold the lead. I was always concerned with the Detroit offense. I was always concerned with the Detroit offense. But my defense is good enough that we should be able to hold these guys. As good as Cleveland's offense is, my defense is good enough that we should be able to hold these guys. The problem is that the Detroit Pistons, they didn't score in I think the last 4 minutes of the game, something like that, the last 3 minutes of the game. There's your problem. I don't want to make this about officiating. That's what I want to make this about. I want to make this about what the Detroit Pistons did not do at the end of that game.
If I hear what you're saying, and I agree to a certain extent, but if there are calls to make, you can't as an official not do your job just because this team had in a 2-3 possession ball game is nothing in 2.5 minutes of basketball. That's a whole lot of basketball left to play. I still have to protect the players. If you have a 30-point lead and you're getting beat up, I have to call it.
My job still isn't over.
You know what I'm saying?
I
have to. I have no choice but to call it. What I'm saying is on that call, I don't think there was enough to make that call. Asor Thompson initiated the contact, jumped in front of Jared Allen, who's going for the ball, pushed Jared Allen's arm out the way. That's not a call to me.
We would have been sick if they would have called that.
If there was a call to make, I think you have to call it regardless. The reason being is because this is the playoffs. Now, I just want to put myself in the Detroit Pistons shoes, right? If this is the regular season and that is a foul, I might be like, that's cool. I don't want to win like that. Let's go to overtime. Let's play this out. I get 5 more minutes to hoop. Let's run it. We'll take care of this in overtime. In the playoffs, however, I need those free throws. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care. I don't care if I win at the free throw line. We need that. You know what I'm saying? If there is a call to be made. I don't think there was a call to be made there. In that possession, it's also what I was meant to say a minute ago is if Donovan Mitchell just had a left hand, the game should be over.
I thought I was bugging out. I mean, Donovan Mitchell does go to his weak hand, but a lot of times. Yeah,
sometimes I shouldn't say it like that, but
no,
right
you can't
there
go
is the perfect time. It's the perfect time. I'm going this way. Cade's coming this way. That's a hard step, in and out dribble, boom, layup, game sure. You know what I'm saying?
I will say though, I thought when Donovan when he stepped on the cameraman's shoe, I thought it was over for a minute. Just the way that he fell and then how slow it took him to get up. I was glad that he was able to keep playing. But I think the big story of this too is that like because they were blitzing James Harden so much, which if you get to blitzing James Harden and then you're letting that short roll go with Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, that's obviously similar to what Chet and Isaiah Hartenstein did with the Thunder. That was also working very well yesterday. By the way, a funny stat, Paul Reed stat. Paul Reed didn't play the entirety of the first, second, or third quarter yesterday. And then Paul Reed ended up playing the entire fourth quarter and then played all of overtime.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I don't know if I've ever seen that either. I mean, it's not like he wasn't playing well at times. He was, but.
Swiper, can you imagine Joker splitting minutes with J-Val?
No, that's never going to happen because Joker would never do that. I'm saying, but like this Duren thing is crazy, bro. it's not the time to get into it, obviously.
No, yes, it is the time to get into it.
Why is it not the time to get into it?
You know why
because,
is it time to get into it? Because this dude in the chat, Fred Vincent, he gets on me crazy about Julius Randle. He holds my feet to the fire about Julius Randle. Meanwhile, he hasn't said a peep, not one word to you guys about Jalen Duren. Not a thing, not throughout the course of this series. Period. He didn't say anything during the Orlando series. He hasn't said anything during this series. But meanwhile, he's holding my feet to the fire when we talk about Julius Randle.
With
But
respect,
just so
hear you
people
on that,
can
Chill,
get an
but, like,
understanding.
JB, I understand Jalen Duren might not be playing that great.
Sure.
I understand that. He has to go back in the basketball game.
No, but Ox, just
gotta
so you
play
know, Jalen
He
Duren
has
the
to,
last
Swiper.
3 games they've lost, he's averaging 9 points, 3.7 rebounds, and he's a negative 42 in those 3 games. Like, they're getting obliterated.
I know Swiper, but he has to go back in the basketball game.
He's not taking
He
shots.
has to.
And
But
one of
he's
the reasons
been-
he's not taking shots is because all
Dubiously bad.
dubiously.
Yeah,
bad.
the problem is like the problem is we were going to preview the game yesterday and we didn't get a chance. I have some Pistons friends who are actually advocating like Paul Reed has
Suspiciously
to
bad,
get
man.
some of these minutes.
Paul Reed is amazing.
So it's like
Amazing's a stretch, man.
He's amazing
it's-
for what he
it's-
is. The back big.
What's worrying for me is like sometimes players can have a bad series because matchups happen. It's just
Yeah.
not their series, things like that. But when it becomes like a trend, like now all of a sudden this guy feels unplayable, that's to me when this is starting to get now really concerning. Like how do you, man, you got a must-win game now on the road, Chill. And we got a guy now starting lineup that we can't trust. Like what's
You
the
lose, you're out.
what's
If
the
you
leash?
lose, the
here now,
series is
man?
over,
You know what
you're
I'm saying?
It's really that simple.
That's it,
If
yeah.
you lose, you're out. On top of that, Ox, this isn't just one of your key players. This is your second leading scorer. This is your leading rebounder that we have in your lineup, and this is what we're getting from him, right? This is exactly what we're getting from him. Almost nothing. Where he's splitting minutes. He's splitting minutes with Paul Reed, and I don't know if I need to remind you guys. Paul Reed played for the 76ers. You
Yeah, he was
remember Paul Reed?
Paul. He was good.
Do
I know Paul Reed, yeah.
you
He was
remember Paul
good.
Reed?
Yeah, he was good.
Was he though? Was he 7 for
solid.
Yeah,
7
he was
good?
a good backup big. He was a good backup big.
Like he'd play 10 minutes. He'd give you he's not playing in the meat and potatoes of the game. Joel Embiid is playing in the meat and potatoes of the game.
Sure,
Shaq is not splitting minutes with John Koncak. That's not going
Shaq,
on.
But Shaq ain't gonna go out like how
Shaq was
Jalen
getting
Duren's
fried in
going
some
out.
series
You know
too.
what
They
I'm
just
saying?
didn't have a backup they can go to. So like,
Yeah, but
happens.
Shaq never averaged 9 and 3. You know what I'm saying?
That's never
Like,
happened.
But still,
Never.
I hear what y'all saying in chat. I hear what y'all saying about Paul Reed might have been outplaying him. I just don't do the unplayable thing. No, you have to be playable. You alongside Cade have carried us to 60-something wins this season.
Sure,
What they got,
number one
61, 62?
Number 1 seed in the East.
Yeah.
You have played great basketball all season, and Damian, to your point, now we got a guy in the starting lineup that we can't trust. No, we have to trust you.
They did.
And
They
you have
tried,
to
though.
and you have to trust yourself. I have to put you back in the basketball game and let you earn your money. I have to put you back in the basketball and let you earn the trust of your basketball team. I have to give you a chance to go out there and fight and bring it back. I have to.
But he
Is it a coach thing
because he
off?
is
Magic
that
series,
good.
and they let him play. Then he was good to start this series, but the problem is in the 3 games they've needed to win. He finished in game 4. He finished in game 3. Finished in game 4. Now we're getting to the same trend in 3 quarters. We're getting obliterated when you're on the floor, and you have no confidence. And Jared Allen and Evan Mobley are eating your lunch. And then on top of that, Ox, since we love to talk about defense with centers up here, I'm sure Ox would love to have this conversation.
Oh no.
The Max Strus threes, these aren't just like they're over rotating, and Jalen Duren is out of position.
Yeah.
So like if you're not in position and you're not scoring, and our defense is compromised, and we're giving up threes to Sam Merrill and Max Strus because we're rotating,
Wide
and you're
open
not
too,
where
by
you're
the way.
supposed to be. Then what are we supposed to do?
Wide open.
I hear what you're saying, y'all.
Wide
I
open.
don't disagree with what you guys are saying. But that's when coach got to coach. We get him out the game. He's out, right? We pulled him out. Let Paul Reed do his thing. Now you sit over here with this assistant coach. We got to coach him up. We got to let him know, like, hey, this is what you're doing. This is what I need you to do.
What does he do at a high level, Ox?
And what is that?
I'm asking, like, legitimate question. What does Jalen Duren do in a high level? Like, what are his best traits?
What's Jalen Duren's best?
Yeah. What do you think is like his most notable? This is why you are who you are. Skill.
First of all, it's one thing besides the skill. It's just his physical presence. Just his presence on the glass. He actually has a nice touch on the offensive end as well. His athleticism. All of these things are. I don't know if you would even consider that a skill, as
of course it's
just
a
God gift. You know what I'm saying?
There is calling
but
cards,
it's the thing about it though, Swipe, is I've seen so much good from Jalen Duren. I can't in just a playoff series write this dude off. You know what I'm saying?
But they're not writing him off though. He just didn't finish yesterday.
You did write him off right there. That is writing him off
in one quarter.
And on top of it, yes. Okay. Well, look. Let's not go to the extreme. Okay. Let's not be too extreme. But and mind you, you can't see the future, but they lost anyway, right? So my point is this: we're at home. You're our franchise big. We're riding with you, right? I have to put you back in the game and give you the opportunity. I have to allow my coaching staff to get you right. I have to pull you out. Go sit over there with him. Y'all explain to him what we need to do. Point out look what Paul Reed is doing right here. Look what Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Look at what they're doing on their offensive end. I need you to be right here, Jalen. Now let's get you back in the game. You done sat down for 7, 8, 9 minutes. Let's go. Like, well, I got to fire you up. I have to turn you into the big man of the future. I have to turn you into what we need to be, and this is where we do it. Right now,
but they did do that in the heat games, though.
I feel you. I
Is this who Jalen Duren is?
I understand what you're saying, but this is
the second year in a row that we're in the playoffs.
And that's my point, Chill.
But he was good last year in the playoffs.
That's my point, Chill. This is an awesome player. I have to let you be awesome. I have to put you into this. I have to put you in the oven. Like I got to put you in the heat of the shit and let you show who you really are. I can't just sit you on the bench and let's lose with you. I can't lose without you. You got to get back in the game and play basketball.
But he's relying on his guards to create a lot of offense for him. He's not a guy that you typically just throw it down to and he's just going to command your offense. I mean, he can do that
as well. Like, they can't afford to waste a good Cade game. Like, Cade was excellent yesterday, and
for the first 3 quarters,
like you said, like you said, the offense is not what it needs to be. So they can't waste these excellent Cade games. To the Duren point, like in the regular season, the Cade Duren pick and roll was one of the best actions in all of basketball. And when teams have taken away the role, they have forced Duren to show them what he's got offensively. And he's very much still a work in progress from a finesse point of view. But I think all of us were like banking on him to bring the physicality. That was one of their strengths going into this series. I thought they were going to bully the Cavs on the inside because of him. But it just hasn't been the case. And I think he's in his head a lot. So I think Ox, it's hard to play a guy who's not even sure of himself at times. And we're in these really high leverage moments. I want to trust him, but it's like, how much rope do I give someone that's shown me that the moment's just been too big for him these playoffs?
But that's how you make it them, in my opinion. And I'm not saying I'm 100% right. Obviously, I'm just saying, like, how do I get you there without putting you there? I mean, like,
he's been there though.
We're there right now, Swiper. We're here right now. We're tied up 2-2, Game 5 at home. If you're gonna be our big man of the future, if you're gonna be our franchise big man, I have to put you back in the fire. I have to let you prove yourself to yourself. If you're unsure of yourself, let's make or break it right now. It's make or break time.
Doesn't make sense though here, because I'm looking at now like his minutes. This is kind of trending, by the way, when in the Orlando series, 33 minutes, 32 minutes, 27 minutes. Like we remember it went down 31, then 28, 32, 37 to close because he was really good. Then it started this series, 35 minutes, 33 minutes. Then the last 3 games, 29 minutes, blowout, like minus 14 on the floor, 27 minutes, minus 12 on the floor, 25 minutes yesterday. Minus 16 on the floor, and it's like he's getting worse in the last 3 games. So I think yesterday was just that Paul Reed was adding respect to Jalen. Paul Reed was better defensively than he was yesterday. Like he's just a much more mobile player.
Sure.
And so he was also rebounding well yesterday. And so he helped them get back into the game. Like they were playing well with Paul Reed. But Jalen Duren on the other end is not good enough offensively right now to offset like issues they're having with Cade. Cade was 3 of 8 in the fourth. He couldn't go into superstar mode that he normally has over the course of its playoff run. So I'm just trying to I mean, Ox, I'm with you. Definitely play through it, but it's also like, I mean, at some point too, is like, bro, you're getting set to make however much money, you know, this summer. We have been trusting you throughout this run. But we're looking at like the people on the floor: Dennis Jenkins, Cade Cunningham, Tobias Harris, Asar Thompson, and Paul Reed. That was our best 5-man lineup yesterday.
Yes, it was.
That's
At that particular time. But with that being said, though, Swiper, what we're not going to do, and I'm standing on this, we're not moving off of him. I don't want to hear that. We are not moving off of him.
Oh,
we are not
either.
Trading this guy. I don't want to hear get this guy off my team. I don't want to hear move. No, demand that he gets better. We've had great players. We've had great players throughout the course of history not play well in the series.
He's 22, chill. He's got
even the point that I'm making is a guy who's that important to us. And I understand where we are in the league of parity, and you have to strike when the iron is hot, and the fact that the window is open, right? And the fact that the window is open for this Detroit Pistons team, but it's not open for teams long. Because you see what happens, how quick turnover is. I am not moving off of this guy. I'm demanding that he get better. We got to work on that skill set. It clearly isn't what we thought it was in the beginning of the season. Wendell Carter showed that. Both Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who have now stood up to the physicality, have now shown that skill level is not what we thought it was. A lot of his game is predicated on basically brute force. That's what a lot of his game is
supposed to translate to the playoffs. That's supposed to make you better in the playoffs. I'm sorry, like I understand Jalen. A lot of people have been like, you said Bam was better than Jay. You said he was better than Bam. Are you wrong?
Who said
maybe,
that?
Maybe I am.
That was
wrong.
Crazy from the
Who
jump.
said that?
That was always crazy.
Oh yeah, that's always crazy. Yeah.
First of all, I don't think it's always crazy. I think offensively,
Bam on about 83 points this year.
Well, that's why Penn said it.
I don't care.
Oh, the Kobe
I don't
thing.
care.
Oh,
yeah, that's why. Penn
This is a
said
guy
it,
who
because
played
he was mad at
28
Bam.
minutes and averaged nearly 20 points. If he played like a 36-minute game, he'd average 24 and 13. We have very different conversations. But let's ignore that. They have been a better offense even in the playoffs, even with him struggling, with him on the court. In 344 minutes with Jalen Duren, they have a 115 offensive rating. In the 200 minutes without him, they're at 106. So the defense does get better with Paul Reed and Isaiah Stewart, which it should, because they're amazing defenders. But Jalen Duren is very important for what you do offensively. The fact that they have been able to limit him to 10 points per game or whatever, it's not because they're ignoring him. It's because they are actually paying attention to him and he's not dealing with it well. But he's also 22 years old. Down the stretch of this game, with less than 3 minutes to go, they were up 9. By the end of regulation, they were tied. To me, that signals your offense didn't work. Your offense couldn't work. There wasn't enough rim pressure. There wasn't enough force on the offensive glass because for whatever reason, maybe because they have common sense, the Cavaliers do not treat Paul Reed with as much attention and detail as they treat Jalen Duren.
They won the Paul Reed minutes in the fourth yesterday.
What?
They won the Paul Reed minutes in the fourth.
But that's
yesterday.
the Penn's point. They don't pay attention to him like they pay attention to
No, I'm
Jalen
saying, but
Duren.
like
Paul Reed was on the court in the 9-0 run to close this game out. What do you?
Yes.
I'm saying, but like that end happened. That wasn't because of Paul though. Like Tobias was also bad in that stretch too.
See,
like the main player.
That's the issue. That's the issue. Like y'all would do that for Paul Reed, but won't do that for other players. Like
no, that's not true
like
at all. I'm saying that he was mostly good in the fourth yesterday.
But if you do, y'all do the plus minus thing, right, and say, well, he was a negative this, but then when Penn brings up that they were, he was on the fourth.
I'm not disagreeing with Penn though that he's important to the team. I never said he wasn't. I think he's the second best player on the roster. But Tobias Harris has objectively been better than him in his playoff run.
Yes, but last night Tobias Harris wasn't.
I've also said that too multiple times
over
the course of this playoffs.
But Tobias is not on this team, and he will not be paid next year to be on this team to be their second best player. The fact that he's been their second best player is a testament to him.
You said that you think they're coming off of Tobias?
No, I'm saying that he's not being paid right now to be their second best player. So if Karis LeVert or Tobias Harris come up with a huge 25 or 24 point game, that should be considered a bonus. Like if the Cavaliers have a 20-point, 22-point game, 25-point game from Jalen Tyson or Max Strus, that's a bonus.
Extra. That's
That's
extra. We're not
extra.
counting on that.
Yeah.
We're not
Okay.
counting on
And
that.
frankly,
Sure.
you're probably going to get those role player outlier games like the Dennis Schroeder game in the first round, or you're going to get productive minutes out of role players like
Ayo Dosunmu,
exactly. I would assume
43,
because
I can
teams
get with
are geared in on stars, right? I'm looking at a play 1 minute and 42 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, 103-98. Cade has the ball. Max Strus is cutting off the right. So he's forcing him left, which means he's forcing him into Jared Allen with space. Paul Reed is there trying to set a screen. Cade, instead of going left and attacking Jared Allen, which he absolutely should. I don't know who wants to pull this tape up or whatever. I can bring you a screenshot of what I'm talking about. Just attack downhill.
Let's not do that again.
What? Because Nikola Jokic is going to be trying to get a screen. You know what I want to do, Alex? Just for you, I want to Photoshop Jokic into this screenshot just to have him standing there trying to draw a screen, just to throw some comedy into this. But what I'm saying is, there's a wide open paint for you to attack if you're Cade Cunningham. Why are you trying to go right? It's just bad process. It was bad process offensively, and honestly, the reason that they're able to play him like this, quite frankly, is because Jalen Duren is a better role partner. The fact that Cade's not finding him is irrelevant. Like, the fact is, like, so you lean way too defensively because you're paranoid about this, but you're up 9. At some point, can we talk about JB Bickerstaff continuing to be offensively deficient when you're up 9?
How long did it take till JB start sending somebody to the middle when they were blitzing Cade? I didn't see that for a good majority of the fourth, like the end of the fourth quarter.
That should have started right from the beginning.
And Cade was swinging it over here to the wing, and then finally, I think at the end, Karras finally flashed to the middle. It's like, bro, after 2-3 minutes of just letting them blitz you and then swinging it over, like, that's where Swiper, in my opinion, Jalen Duren comes from the block or wherever the dunker spot or short, I call it the short corner. If he comes from the short corner, he's supposed to be the one flashing to the nail.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's why I think Jalen Duren has to come back in the game. And mind you, I'm not saying that JB was wrong for subbing him out and bringing Paul Reed in. I think JB was wrong for not sending him back in the basketball game eventually.
Because I think you screw with a guy's confidence, especially as good as he is, but as young as he is. I definitely think that you can alter his confidence when you're doing stuff like that. But what I want to harp on, and I saw this last night, and the Cavs survived. Let's be clear about that. The Cavs survived last night. But what I want to harp on, Ox, and what it looked like to me was it looked like the 22 NBA Finals between the Golden State Warriors and the Boston Celtics. When I'm watching Donovan Mitchell go to the corner and he's got his head down, he looked like Jason Tatum for a while. And I'm screaming at the TV, my man, we're not going to stop coming to you. So pick your head up, get it together, and get involved in the offense. Because
Jaylen Brown was balling, huh?
Yes. We're not gonna stop coming to you. We're not gonna stop getting you involved in the offense. When he would get the ball, when he would get the ball, he would get the ball to James Harden. When he would get the ball, he'd get pushed 25, 30, 35 feet away from the basket and allow the defense to load up in front of him, which I thought that they were so much better early. I thought that they were so much better early on where the offense was moving. We did have action. We had relocation from Strus. We had relocation from Sam Merrill. We had relocation from those guys. We had guys like Evan Mobley finding himself in the middle of the paint, at the top of the key, wide open, because the offense was starting there. I think that Donovan Mitchell put himself in a bind when he gets the ball at the break and then pulls the ball all the way out because you allow the Detroit defense to set up. And I think that that's a big problem in the future if you continue to do that. I think that if you continue to keep the pressure on them closer to the basket, I think that puts a lot of pressure on the Detroit Pistons defense.
I think Donovan Mitchell's, he's had trouble with Asur Thompson's activity and length and size, and I think that he's good enough to play off the ball chill, where being off the ball doesn't mean that you take less shots necessarily. Being off the ball is like, let's try and generate or manufacture some space where Donovan Mitchell can get the ball, just make quick decisions or go downhill. When he's messing with the ball at the top of the key a lot, like even in that last possession, Asur Thompson's all over him, and like he's got the length, and it's a tough matchup for him to shake loose and sometimes generate high quality offense. So I'd like to see him play off the ball a little bit more chill, especially when James Harden's got it going and he's in sort of a flow to play make and mix up his game. I think getting Donovan Mitchell off the ball can unlock him a little bit, but
That's where
the stage is set for him now. Chill. The stage is set for him now. Games
End
at
it.
home.
End it. Go home and end
The
the
chat is being extremely not truthful at all about Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham was great yesterday. Like people are saying that like Max Strus was locking him. I'm watching these possessions. Cade Cunningham is getting switched out onto multiple defenders. Mind you, the reason why I said the thing about Paul Reed, the Detroit Pistons were down, by the way, going into that quarter. I don't think people remember that. They were losing the game. And then Cade and Duren and them got back into the game and they got the lead back. And they stormed back and got the lead. And I'm watching these Cade possessions. Cade like missed a three off of a double screen that was like wide open. And then he absolutely got by Donovan Mitchell for a floater because obviously D Mitch can't guard anything, just happened to missed it. And then the next possession I'm looking at, they're up 7 points. He gets another isolation. He gets to the basket, but he gets double teamed. Like he gets trapped off of Dennis Jenkins with 8 seconds left on the shot clock and puts up a baseline midi, but he's looking forward to Asar Thompson and for Paul Reed to get the offensive rebound. They just don't secure the offensive rebound below, but then they get it a setback, and then he gets another corner three. Like, Cade, these shots were good. The process was good. I'm literally looking at it right now.
What do you think?
Like, he was cooking.
What do you think the problem is in your estimation, Swiper? You watching this Detroit Pistons team. What do you think the problem is with their offense specifically?
If Tobias isn't good, they don't have a secondary option. They do not have a second. Tobias has been their second best offensive player. And he was that. That's why they came back and won the Magic series, in part because Franz got hurt. And Tobias Harris to start this series was cooking. Tobias has to be the second option next to Cade Cunningham. That's what he has been through this whole playoff run. They don't have anybody else. It can't be Dennis Jenkins. He's not good enough to do that. It can't be Jalen Duren. He's for sure not good enough to do that. And so I'm watching them. Literally, this possession right here, 2:26 left. They're up 7. Cade Cunningham, 10 seconds left. Get Donovan Mitchell on an island. I just went by Donovan Mitchell. So what I'm going to do again, I'm going to go baseline, and then he gets a trap over the top from Max Strus. Okay, well, I'm passing it out to who? Because now they're doing a pre-rotate. Evan Mobley is now sitting in Dennis Jenkins' face, so I can't give him the ball. So then he tries to take a baseline midi. They miss, and they still get the offensive rebound that ends out to another 3-point possession. So I'm just looking at these possessions. I'm saying Cade is doing his job. The problem is that what they're doing is they're absolutely ignoring Karis LeVert. James Harden comes and doubles Cade Cunningham at 18 seconds left on the shot clock with 39 seconds left in the game. Nobody's guarding Karis LeVert. Not one person. So if they had another player, AJ Mitchell or something, where they could throw the ball to, like when SGA gets these crazy coverages where he seems to be the only guard and he gets trapped or double team. Well, guess what? I can get off the ball and give it to AJ Mitchell, and AJ can go win the game. They don't have somebody on the other side of that to do that right now. So I'm saying, like, it's like, I guess I'm looking at this trying to think, what are people blaming Cade Cunningham for exactly in these moments? Because he's doing what he's doing.
I agree with you. You know, I think Cade needs better teammates. You know, and I have a suggestion. I'm not a professional scout, but I do play one on the internet. Go get this guy.
Who is that?
That is Ludacris with them big ass hands, because that's how big your hands would have to be to catch some of these fucking passes that he's throwing. Or go and find an 8-footer. Go and find an 8-foot tall human being who can catch some of these third row passes that he's throwing. Number one. Number two, the playoffs expose who you are as a basketball player. Now, Cade plays amazing basketball.
Let's get into Cade, please. I would love to do this. Tell me the guards him better than Cade this playoffs.
Please, let's hear it.
See, I want to know.
Didn't you just get cooked on this topic just the other day?
I'm not even trying to.
That's what you showed up late in practice. You zipping over there.
We're talking basketball.
Yeah, you.
I'm not even trying to.
Before we get into that, Swiper, that's not.
You got to do what you got to do. Go ahead.
No, that's not necessarily the point, though, Swiper. Like,
how you gonna interject?
Wait. I thought I thought you was going somewhere. I just wanted to just say before you went there, because I wanted to hear what you're saying with this.
Why everybody's only helping you, Ox? How come it can't just me and you one-on-one? It's never me and you one-on-one. You got to get your friends. You got to get chill in them.
I'm not involved in this.
I just got in here, yo.
I got nothing to do with it.
Because I don't think if Cade has been bad, which I don't think Cade has been bad, I think he has thrown some questionable passes. Just like any point guard is going to throw questionable passes, especially when they have the ball that much, right? My thing is this, Swiper. If you can say, because the question you asked Penn, if I'm not mistaken, is name the guard who's been better than Cade this playoff. Guards. Name the guards who have been better than Cade this playoff, right? Even if you can or can't name multiple guards, that doesn't excuse.
No, it doesn't. But I mean, you're having a reasonable discussion. I'm trying to ask Penn, what guards in the NBA have been better than him in this playoff run so far?
Okay, Swiper.
Yes,
so
that still doesn't excuse it, though.
Let us know, T-Bag.
No.
Why can't it just be addressed directly? It's not like we have 3 hours. There's no games tonight, mind you. No games.
Okay,
Zero.
So here's the thing, Swiper. I was trying to say one thing, but you interjected, and now you want me to take a detour down Swiper lane so I can talk about SGA.
Well, you're clearly animus towards Cade Cunningham.
This is not animus. This is me talking objectively. Okay, I can objectively say.
You said you need an 8-foot player. How many 8-foot players are there in the world? How many 8-foot people are there in the world? You said you need an 8-foot player. You said you need somebody with hands this big from a Ludacris video from Get Back. You don't know me like that. That's literally what you just did.
From 2002.
I was trying to be funny. Did the joke go over your head?
My fault.
Look, man.
Really? I don't know. One of those 2000s.
Like what I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to have some conversation about Cade and the pantheon of guards in the league. It really doesn't matter. He's top 5. He's amazing.
No, I'm talking about this playoff run. He's been better? Had he been better than SGA in this playoff run?
Yes. No.
Has he been better than Brunson?
No, he has not been better than SGA.
Yes, he has been.
No, he hasn't.
He's the best player in the playoffs.
And this is why I don't want to have this conversation. No. I don't want to have this conversation.
He's talking about even the best player in the series against the Lakers.
No. See, because
Cade has been balling.
Yes, he has been, Penn.
Because when Swiper goes to bed on his OKC,
This is what I was telling y'all about the turnovers. That y'all overreact to these turnovers, and all of a sudden now you associate it with somebody playing bad. James Harden got busy last night, right?
He did.
He had 6 turnovers. He played terrible.
But no, this is the problem.
But what?
Look, Big Mama's house.
But what?
Okay, relax. What I'm trying to tell you is that all turnovers are not created equal. And if I'm trying to make a pass to a simple player and I'm not even pressured and I throw it out of bounds, that is a very different turnover than if I'm getting blitzed.
I would rather a turnover go out of bounds.
This is the Eastern Conference. Do you need help on this? It has nothing to do with Jokic. I don't know why you keep bringing him up because
Scotty did that too this playoff run.
He's with ponies in Serbia.
Scotty also did that this playoff run. When you try to make passes, you're gonna miss sometimes.
Scotty Barnes averaged 3.4 passes, 3.4 turnovers, and had the number 1 rim assist in the entire.
That's fine. He's still turnovers.
You say rim assist one more time.
You said he was not talking about Scotty Barnes today, Ron. You said that yesterday.
I mean,
you're right.
I don't want to.
I'm not hosting today though.
But hey, Mr. Swiper here asked me which guards have been better than Cade Cunningham. I'll tell you one right now. Scotty Barnes. That's one.
He's not a guard, Penn.
He started at guard.
Scotty Barnes is not better than Cade.
He's not a guard.
He was playing point against Cavs, bro. So
he was playing point against.
My point is very simple. The playoffs expose who you are. Cade Cunningham is an awesome basketball player. He had several great defensive possessions yesterday. Incredible possessions, including one where he absolutely shut down James Harden. Honestly, to the point where I started thinking if James Harden should retire because Cade just absolutely shut the water off on him. Cade is so different when it comes to guards like Donovan Mitchell or Anthony Edwards because he's actually capable of being a lockdown defender in those big moments. Sure, and that's amazing. So this is a compliment to Cade. Cade is also an awesome shot taker and shot maker. He's also a very good passer. What he is not, and this is what I think the Cavaliers have noticed, is explosive. He is not necessarily explosive. He is crafty, but he's not necessarily explosive. He's physical, but he's not domineering. So when you talk about like a dominant physical guard like a Luka Doncic, that guy can overwhelm a Max Strus. Cade bumps into him, and he goes nowhere. Okay? When you talk about an explosive guard like an Anthony Edwards, that guy can blitz through the trap, through the double team. He can split it. He can blitz down it. Even if you want to talk Tyrese Maxey,
Cade could do that.
Cade has to go through it with craft.
No, Cade can do that too. Cade splits double teams. Cade gets. I mean, I literally watch Cade explode to the rim and punch.
And he bullies people too.
And when he gets smaller guards,
bully people.
When he gets smaller guards, that's domineering. No pen. When he gets smaller guards on him, he does.
He's
take
not as
of
explosive
100%.
as the players that we're talking about. He's not as big as the players I'm talking about. He's not as man. It's like with everything with Cade. Y'all want to see what you want to see. You want to see Grant Hill, but he's not as big as.
No,
Grant
Hill.
Hill.
We're not doing that, Pen. No, we're just talking about Cade.
People see that, yo. Like I'm trying to tell you, people see Grant Hill. They see Luka. They see. Oh, he's just as good as Ant. He's just good. Yo, there are actual limits.
Better than it.
He's been better than that.
He actually has had a better season than Anthony Edwards.
But okay,
no. What? How are you out of your mind that he's better? He's not been better than Anthony Edwards.
You think he's been better than SGA? I don't want to talk to you.
What? No. Wait, chill. Don't save him. Why is he better Ant this playoff run?
Ant's injured. If you're gonna
that's the clause. Ant's injured. Was he injured when he had 36 points the other night?
Yes, actually.
Okay, so he's also been playing bad. Okay. Yes.
If you want to ask me if Cade Cunningham has been better than Anthony Edwards in this playoff run, yes, he has.
That's all you have to do. Say yes. That's it. That's literally what I asked. That's quite literally what I asked. That's quite literally what. Who said that? Who said it? Was he better this season? Yes. Did he have a better regular season? Yes, he did. Is he better this playoff? Yes.
Period. Cade a better basketball player than Ant?
I said this 2 months ago.
What?
And Real Talk came up here yesterday. The biggest Ant fan up here, maybe other than you, Chill. The biggest Ant fan up here, Real Talk came up here and admitted it. Ron, you were probably right about this one. You called out Cade early. Yeah, Penn, I was early on something. Cade Cunningham.
Yeah.
He's once again, he's more consistent with his motor on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
He shoulders more of the responsibility on the offensive end, and he does more on the defensive end. He can make more advanced reads than Ant. Is Ant a better scorer? Sure. But if we're going to do that, then let's do that down the list of everybody. If that's the case, and I know it's not a direct comparison, it's apples and oranges. Hey, it might even be apples and watermelons. But if that's the case, Kevin Durant's better than LeBron. I'm a better scorer than you, but LeBron does everything else better. That is literally the same exact thing.
Debatable whether he's a better scorer.
Why do we have to do this whole thing, Chill? Because when Ron comes up here, he distracts the conversation. We were not talking about the regular season or him versus Ant. We were talking about this playoff run. I asked Ron.
You asked me that. You asked, does anybody think he's better? And I raised my hand. And then Chill asked me a question.
That's a side thing, Ron. You can answer. Capento answer directly. Who have been the guard better than him in the playoffs so far this run? Because I'm trying to.
Nobody. Nobody has been. Nobody has been,
because the way that Penn is describing, I'm also saying he has. Does he have the biggest load of any, like in terms of like offensive load of any guard that we've seen in the playoffs so far? Damian, am I tripping?
No, you're not.
Not guard, swipe a player.
So
player, his second best player has he's missing. He's on a milk carton
in the playoffs for me. He's been the best player in the playoffs for me.
Like, are y'all delusional? Okay, look, I don't see any other star player who gets this type of bail every single time something bad happens for their team.
What bail? You said he didn't. You said he didn't.
Lose 27 straight games. You're on the court. You need help. You could have 5 turnovers. You need help. You could have 8 turnovers. You need help. You could miss every single shot. You need help. Last year he shot 19% from 3 in the playoffs. He needs more help.
And he got that help. He got that help.
What is he doing this year in the playoffs? Though?
And he's got that. And he's got exactly. And he's gotten better.
Listen, hold up, Chill. What do you say to me sometimes when Rudy Gobert is struggling? Oh, his guards aren't looking for him. Well, why don't we do that with Jalen Duren? Is Cade?
What?
Why don't we do?
Yes. Why
don't we do that?
Why isn't? Well, that goes.
Are you watching these games and saying Cade is generating great looks for his team?
What?
That's what you think's happening?
He has been.
You're crazy. He's not generating great looks. They're late looks.
So
it's my fault that my All-NBA center is averaging 9 a game? It's my fault? Is that you can't play defense? That's my fault? I got to do everything for you? I got to do everything for you?
The defense, I'm not arguing. I'm arguing offense.
He's created great looks.
I have to create every look for you because you can't score on an island versus Wendell Carter and Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. That's my fault?
Yeah.
That's not your game.
He's created great looks for Tobias Harris. Great ones. I mean, that go-ahead 3 that Dennis Jenkins hit to put them up 7.
Very different.
That was Cade.
You know what I'm learning today? We have very different interpretations of what high-level looks and high-level passers look like.
Got it, but see, that's the problem, though, Penn. I never got into that, high elite looks. What the hell is that? If I'm open, I'm open.
No, it's not. It's not when you're open. You're open. Show it is about how
And how am
imbalanced.
I getting open? Cade is
Hey,
creating that
chill.
offense for all of these dudes. Cade ain't creating that offense.
Your
for
scoring
one guy.
gravity-
Yeah, we gotta do ad- we gotta do an ad break. We gotta
Just
do
a
an ad
second,
break. Go
please
ahead.
hold that thought
Go ahead.
because I hate to have to interrupt this conversation, but I love to have to make a little bit of money on Splash Sports. You see, you got to take the good with the bad, and with Splash Sports, well, we only take good because when you use code CHOICE, not only do you have access to a 100% deposit match up to $50, not only will you get a 100% quick picks boost, but you will also have access to the highest multipliers in all of DFS. When you play a 6-leg entry, what if I told you can win up to 50 times what you put in? Cha-ching! It doesn't get any better than this. So what you need to do is go ahead and put yourself in line for a good old payday on Splash Sports by downloading the app. You can do it by scanning this QR code on the screen or simply just clicking the link in the bio and downloading the app and then use code CHOICE and use our picks that we're about to make today. Well, we don't have any. We do have games today. It's just not NBA. Yeah, it's that time of the year, y'all. Let's go ahead and run these WNBA slips up. Come on, Ox.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
do it.
We in there. So let's go. Let's just do Minnesota and Dallas. Just make it easy. Get in.
let's
Get in.
Yeah, that's smooth. That's smooth.
Okay. So anybody want to start? You want me to start?
yeah, I
go
got
ahead,
you,
Swiper.
Ox.
You kick it off.
Yeah, Ox and I will be
Don't
doing.
forget Odyssey Sims right here too. But go ahead.
We will be doing WNBA this year. By the way, I don't know who else wants to be involved in that. But I know.
Page Beckers.
Yeah, Paige is.
More.
I mean, I have some hot takes about Paige Ox. I think we can get to that some other point. But Paige today, let's see here. Let's do Minnesota, Dallas.
Better than Caitlin Clark. Not a hot take.
Not right now,
Rick-
Pink. Let's get through
Yeah,
this.
yeah, just hush.
Definitely
up,
not right now. I don't got
Always
time to
try hate
cook
on the one person in particular. You always got somebody to hate on. You know what I'm gonna do, Ox? I'm gonna go Arike. Let me get Arike at. Sheesh, bro. She's putting up 21 a game right now. Early start.
That's
of season.
Arike. You know,
I'll do
what she
more.
gonna do?
I'll do more on 18 and a half.
Okay, we started with the more.
Good,
Let's go.
good morning, Mr. Good morning, Mr. Ox. I was wondering if I could get a medium glass of Alana Smith and
Oh, yes, okay.
5.5 rebounds. I'm going to take more on that.
That's easy money.
My countryman,
Easy.
Alana
I'm going to
Smith.
take more on that. Thank you very much.
I can't believe they let her go.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all know where I'm going. I'm going right here with K-Mac. 15 and a half points. We are definitely going more for K-Mac.
Sir Ox, I know this person right there doesn't have a picture over her name, but she will more than likely be Rookie of the Year as long as the Spaniard doesn't come to Seattle and put on that jersey. But no, PRA, Ox, I just want to
my
assist.
bad. She doesn't have it, just assist. Got to do one of these three: points, rebounds, or PRA.
All right, well, come on, let's run the PRA then.
Yeah, that's easy.
27 and a half.
Pen.
Against Page? Yeah, right. More Page.
More what? Be specific, brother.
When I say more, it's your choice. More anything. More everything. More PRA. More PRA.
Well,
PRA.
I'll take her assist. I'll personally take her assist today.
Yeah, I think the assist.
Her assist is only 3.5. Oh, that's 5.5.
No,
Five and a
five
half.
and a half.
Yeah, it's-
I think
I'll
that's
take
gonna
it.
hit. But,
Okay, sure.
I mean,
Take more assists.
Yeah.
she's gonna be so busy watching K-Mac light their ass up. It's like
She's going to be boxed up, so she's going to have to pass.
Hey, can we make an amends to together, everyone? Can we make a group decision that we can all come to Atlanta this year and watch the Aces play versus the Dream?
Say,
They're coming
that
this
would be a
Sunday at
dream.
1:30, but there's
Hey,
another one in
that'll
August.
show be a dream, boy.
If you want to watch a massacre, sure, I'll pull
A
up.
massacre. The Dream is cold this year.
Yeah, I know. But what you think? You think Breezy and Angel gonna do something with Asia? Better go on.
Try again. It's going to
Hold
be
on.
Jackie Young that's getting
Hold
bullied.
on. I'll be right.
All
What
right.
you say?
He said Jackie
Just
Young.
go. You got to go do something. Go do something right quick.
better
And while Ox is doing that, you guys need to do something too. Download the Splash Sports app. Use code CHOICE. Compete against real fans. Don't go anywhere else and compete against the house or sportsbook or artificial intelligence because you're essentially just playing an uphill battle. Redeem your 100% deposit match up to $50 and get a 100% quick picks boost right here on Splash Sports. We'll see you guys in the winner's circle.
Can I give a shout out real quick? just first ever. The Portland Fire got the first ever win the other day on a nice little 4-quarter buzzer beater.
Shot Ashley.
Yeah,
so
man.
did Toronto Tempo.
Yep, Toronto
That
Tempo.
was
Well,
crazy on that.
the league is growing. The league is growing. Love to see it. These $1 million contracts are going to be hitting. I am so far the teams I've watched the most. The Wings, watched both of their games, or 2 of their games so far, or no, both of their games so far. They're absolutely dynamite. I can't wait to watch them. The Lynx have been good this year. The Sparks, funny enough, should be better. I think as the season goes on, I think they're going to be a lot better. Ox, do you know? Do you know why Cameron Rink is coming off the bench? Is it because?
I think because Neck is home.
So that's
Yeah.
okay. Well,
Coach did say something along the lines of, and I don't know the exact quote, but kind of what I took from it is she needs to be more productive. I think she only played like 8 minutes the other game,
Yeah.
and then coach basically came out and was like, "We need her to be more productive," and that was just kind of that.
I don't think
she's still very.
I don't think she's off that knee injury. I think she's still on that.
Well, it's been already. It's been well.
It takes a little time to recover for certain people too.
Well, she played in the 3-on-3 tournament though. She was like playing a lot of minutes, but
I don't think this is going to be indicative of the season or of her future with the Sparks. I think they're just kind of getting her into it. And like I said, Neck is home, so it's like, we got you.
Well,
like,
but to be
Ron
fair,
said,
like
you
people
gotta
already,
you got to step it up quick.
there's already articles coming out as of 3 days ago. Cameron Brink's scoreless night could raise questions about Sparks' future, but some of this is just because like she, the injury, plus they have a really deep front court. Because obviously they got Hamby as well, so like Hamby is like a monster. But I will say though, she's very slight. She's not like a super athletic slight yet. Like Derica is also very long, but Derica is a great athlete. Cam is a really good athlete, but
how big is Brink legit, Swiper? How
she's
big is
6'4".
She's 6'5".
Yeah, 6'4", 6'5".
legit.
She put heels on and she was standing next to Cade and they were damn near the same height. Like she is like go ahead.
She puts on that camp out. She's from out here. She's from Beaverton. And she puts on that camp. She's legit 6'5". She's
I did not know she was that
huge.
big. Okay.
But the thing about it though, like to Swiper's point though, it's like you got Derica, you got and like I said, Neck is home. You got Derica. They don't have to force her to be. They can sit her down and let her continue to get better. And like Coach said, she has to be productive. You know what I mean? So it's like just get better, Cam, and you'll get.
Do you think she becomes a DPOY level player? Because like at some point,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Real
Just
quick,
from her rim
put
protection
you on-
alone, Swiper. Like we could teach her the other stuff. Like we could teach her the switchable stuff. We could teach her screen navigation. But her ability to block shots and not foul, I think she can be that good. Yeah.
what are you about to say?
Hey, chill. You know what? See, unlike Bam Adebayo, I don't play about Asia. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know I had to grab them A1s. Now, when the A2s drop, you know I had to go do my thing. I had to go grab them A2s.
Pretty clean, man.
These are the 30-year anniversary WNBA edition.
Nice.
These bad boys right here. Hey, when
Well,
I
damn, I had a pair of Cheryl Swoops.
When I hoop, I
Yeah.
only
When
hoop
she was,
with
when
Asians.
she, I 100 when I saw her when she was with the Houston Comets, when she had a pair of high top Nikes. I was like, I'm getting me a pair of those, and I was playing in them.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yes, I was rocking in those.
Y'all know.
Yes, I did.
These and the thing about these A2s, they're a little wider than the A1s, so these are comfortable hoop shoes. 30-year anniversary, 1996. So it says right here, established April 24th, 1996. 30-year anniversary.
Nice.
Asia
shout
Wilson A2s. Man, y'all better go copy a pair.
What size shoe you wear?
y'all,
11.
y'all go support.
You can get
Was
the
that
A1s
Portland
right
game in
now.
the Motor Center, Swipe?
What's
Yeah,
up?
they're playing the motor.
Was
And
that-
they sell it out.
Because that crowd pop was crazy on the game winner, man. That was nice.
Ox, we didn't have a seat left.
Portland
in the
got
house?
some
Like,
good
the house
fans.
was sold out.
They sell the motor sold out all summer.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
Portland got some good fans.
By the
And
way,
man, y'all go support y'all local WNBA team, just the same way Portland's doing it. And Seattle, we gonna support our team. I'm assuming Toronto supporting their team. I know when the Comets come back to Houston, they gonna support their team. Atlanta be supporting their teams. If you have a local team, go pull up and check out some WNBA hoops, because I promise you, you're not gonna leave disappointed. I
By the
promise
way,
you.
I also want to give a shout out. Kelsey Mitchell had 17 points in the first half yesterday. They ran a ghost
like
screen
that.
chill, your least favorite screen of all time, with her and Caitlin yesterday, and they doubled Caitlin off it, gave her like a low bounce pass. Kelsey came off. I will say, in terms of just pure skill and hand-eye coordination, footwork. Kelsey Mitchell legitimately is like one of the best guards in the sport when she gets around the rim because her ability to finish either hand, multiple angles as well. Like she legitimately is elite. She's been the best player for the Fever to start the season off, but that doesn't mean much. Like that's no just the Caitlin. Caitlin obviously is the straw that stirs it.
Kelsey's their best player, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean she could be. I don't want to get going to get into a whole bunch of other stuff. Like I'm saying either one of them are elite. Aaliyah Boston's not even going crazy.
Come on,
she's crazy, bro. But that's another reason in the 3-on-3 really tournament where I was watching. I'm just like, bro, like I saw Cameron Brink going against Aaliyah Boston, bro, and Aaliyah was.
Cameron can't mess with Aaliyah
at all.
Aaliyah got she got too much weight on her, you know. Like
so wait,
Cameron Little.
Who's the best player on the Fever?
The best players.
Well, to him is Kelsey.
Who's always been the best players is Kelsey Mitchell. It goes Kelsey, Aaliyah, Caitlin. It's been that way.
Yeah,
and that's why Indiana is so good because if Caitlin Clark is your third best player, you have an awesome.
Yeah, shouts to him. I think it's Caitlin, obviously, Kelsey, and then obviously Aaliyah. But shout out to Sophie. She's also good. They have like a really, really nice like.
Lexi good too.
Lexi's cool. Lexi's good.
Drafting Raven Johnson. Do you know what that's going to do for them in the long run? Drafting a defensive minded point guard. Not only does that bring up their second unit, but it also when her and Lexi are in the game together, that defense just steps up tremendously. Like you got Raven Johnson over there. You can put her next to Caitlin Clark. You can run Raven Caitlin Kelsey together with Aaliyah and even in you know what I'm saying Sophie. It doesn't matter. You can go small. However, bringing Raven Johnson over there, I think was a great move.
And by the way, shout out to Chicago as well. I know Ron, you don't want to spend too much time WNBA for whatever, but Skylar Diggins.
No, I would like to Swiper, but it's going to be a time and a place for this, and that place is coming real soon, y'all. I'm telling you, just. Y'all just hold your horses. Buckle your seatbelts.
One last.
No. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we're covering at least a little bit. I know we haven't spent a lot of time on it. At least I haven't because I haven't been here or whatever. But yeah, Kennedy's been killing to start the season off. By the way, like she is 27 the other night. You know, obviously Asia had 22 and 11 yesterday. Like the Aces are obviously the best team in the world. Like they're obviously like the best team in the sport. They're probably going to win again. But I will say, I think if anybody has ever needed a year to tap into the WNBA, this should be like the season that you get involved if you haven't had a chance to already watch. I think Toronto getting a team, Portland getting a team. And on top of that, man, there's just loads of talent in the WNBA. And all the teams have star players. And this is like the best the sport has ever been. I think Angel Reese, we'll see what happens. I'm going to maybe make a little declarative statement. I think there's a possibility this year, depending on how the Dream do, she could end up winning DPOY this year. I think she'll be one of the top three at least.
Also, Swiper, the Dream got action.
They do
at doing that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ox.
Now, how the hell they gonna do that?
Because they're that good.
Their team is good.
Because they are that good.
Y'all know.
When Angel Reese is your third or fourth best player, that just shows how good your team is.
Yeah, fine. That's cool. But I mean, shout out to Alicia, but she's not as good as Kelsey.
We've seen more talented teams. We've seen talented teams lose to more structured teams and more disciplined teams or more organized teams. I'm just saying, like they are
not better than Kelsey Mitchell.
It's not about being better than this person. Hey, you don't have to be better than this person to get at this person.
Ron, I was talking to Swiper. I hear what you're saying. I agree with you. I do.
And I just give a quick shout out to Jordan Canada.
But y'all know Fee's coming back, right? Like,
no, she's coming back.
One shout out. You got 5 shout outs.
I know, but like it's WNBA, so we haven't talked about it. But Jordan Canada, I've talked to directly. She is a great person.
The playoffs.
She's a great basketball player.
Real.
Yeah, we'll get back, but like, and then also like y'all pretend like Satu didn't go to Brooklyn. Like she's in Brooklyn right now as we speak, bro. How is Atlanta gonna win?
Atlanta, because Atlanta was in the. Do you remember what seed they got last year?
Yeah, and I told
you remember how good they were last year.
Remember what I told y'all was going to happen last year?
No, for sure. But I'm saying they got better from last year, and on top of that, they went through what they went through last year. Yeah. So Angel Reese doesn't make you better.
You know who does make you better? Max Strus. Can I give a shout out to Max Strus? I would like to give a shout out to Max Strus.
You gonna give him a Charles Barkley shout out?
No, not that.
Here, you want to hold this?
Oh my goodness, not that kind of shout out. Okay, so I've been talking a lot of shit about Max Strus because, he headbutts Scotty Barnes, and I'm not like that. But I got to say, learned something about Max Strus yesterday. So chill. You know that the man missed 67 games, right? With a Jones fracture, and he was missing for most of the season. And quite frankly, I think the Cavaliers struggled and are basically the 4th seed precisely because he missed all that time. He makes them a very different team. I was listening to his process of actually coming back from the injury, and he said he couldn't do basketball work, so he worked on his body, and he got way stronger. And I was like, man, I wonder if other players who missed that much time would handle their rehab in that way of like control what I can control, because I don't remember him being this good defensively. The way this dude is guarding, he's completely changed how I feel about him as a basketball player. Now I still don't like him, but I respect the hell out of him. So shout out to
Max has been good for a long time.
Owe him that victory yesterday. He got them that victory.
No, he for sure did, Pin.
When he returned. Did you see his interview when he
Him
returned?
and James Harden. So, shout outs to those guys, man.
Shout out
And Evan Mobley. And Evan Mobley was amazing.
By the way, to Penn's point, while shooting matters, the Cleveland Cavaliers, they shared this on the screen last night. The Cleveland Cavaliers this year were 37-15 when Sam Merrill played this year, and they were 500 when he didn't play. So just goes to show you, like, that kind of stuff matters. Having those players next to James Harden or Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell matters a lot. So
that's
Ron,
that's almost like OG Anunoby impact.
Ron, you seem to have something.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I'm not in the loop, but Ron, you seem to have something cooking up with the WNBA that we don't know. I don't know.
Ronnie got nothing cooking but water, bro.
You're about to piss Pin off. You bring up the WNBA again.
No. We gonna get back to. But you seem to have something.
Caitlin Clark was really good last night.
Yes,
she had 6 turnovers though.
We're gonna have a very special moment for the WNBA, chill, and it's going to come here very soon. But we have super chats, and I have an even better announcement than the WNBA.
We have member stream tonight.
We do have a members only stream tonight. We have a great members only stream tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and I can't wait to talk about the topic that we're going to talk about. Remember, y'all, the topic that we're going to talk about is
how long you got to wait.
How long do you wait to crack the fortune cookie? How long can you swipe it? Unless you could come, don't worry about it. We will talk about it tonight. All right. How long do you wait?
Is it only an hour?
Yeah.
With the game tonight, man. But
there's no game.
Put another hour on top of that. That's what I'm saying. Put another hour on top of that joint. We ain't got nowhere to go.
All right.
No, you ain't got nowhere to go.
Chill, you ain't got nowhere to be on a Thursday night.
Go.
Where you gonna be? Chill? Where you gonna be?
You do know I do other stuff.
What do other what?
You do know I have a
You get the Gentlemen's Club on Thursday nights. Chill, don't lie to me. I know what time you go. That place doesn't open until 11:45. That place doesn't open until 11:45.
If there's anybody, so number one, if there's anybody,
open right now.
I don't want to disrespect Ox with my big fella with this, but
disrespect
I have never frequented in strip joints. I'm not a strip joint fan.
Where did you get the euphemism of a fistful of 50s in? Who told you that?
My uncle told me that.
And where did he tell you that? The house?
What does that have to do with me being?
Those aren't the same things. Those are two different establishments.
You know what? You know what I know. You know what I know with 100% confidence. I've never met Chell in my life, but if he says he ain't never been to, if he doesn't go to, if he's saying that he don't go to strip clubs, I believe him.
I just never saw the point of it, Penn.
Well, he be online like you.
Tell me that in person.
Who's online? Yeah. You online, Big Mama?
We're all online right now.
I never.
What are you talking about
right now? You should be on the whole internet.
Wow, I'll let him talk to you like that.
Let me make sure I'm understanding this correctly from you guys.
Pen, I brought you a present. You want me to grab it for you?
So I got a lady, right? I got a
No, it's not a tea bag.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hard-earned money.
You never gave me a present before.
I'm going to take my hard-earned money. I'm going to go somewhere else with my hard-earned money, even though I got a woman, but I'm going to go somewhere else and give my hard-earned money to another woman.
Oh, Chill, you're cheap. You don't spend money there.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Calling a dude cheap because
he is cheap. Chill. Me and Chill went 10 years ago. He just spent $1.
Do that for free. What sense does that make? That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever.
Chill. You telling me that you
what sense does that make?
You spent money?
I don't got nothing to do with this.
That doesn't. It just never made sense to me at all.
Chill. What's worse, spending money in a strip club or spending money on fireworks?
Bro, I bought Netflix stock in 2012, and I'm still cheap.
You could do both at the same time, Swipe.
No, I'm not doing either. They're both wasting money. I don't
even consider it cheap. I just consider it minimal.
If I want to see my money burn in the air, I'll buy a firecracker. Just
no, man. You got to pick what you want to buy, what you actually want to put money into. If you want to put money into fashion, you go ahead. You want to put money into real estate, you go ahead. Pick something valuable though. Don't just be throwing.
What do you
money
spend your money on? What's your hobby money?
stocks, real estate.
No, I ain't talking. Now, see, I knew he was gonna say something like that. I ain't talking about that. I said hobby.
Pin,
Well,
don't
it's not
finance
hobby.
bro us right now.
It's okay. What I put money into was film. I put money into film. So
Bro, you know what I said about hobby, bro. I ain't talking about that.
In the films, what kind of films?
Not the type of films you be renting.
We'll get down to this in the members only stream. What type of films that you put your money into? But
Sure.
Pin, speaking of people putting their money into certain things, it's around that time where people have put their money into the panel. They've sent through super chats. Big Ox, since you are the host, take us away. All right, Jaleel Kai 305 said, I'd like to ask Chill about his negative bias towards Jimmy Butler. Clyde Drexler would eat his lunch. Funny, considering Jimmy Butler ate Jason Tatum's lunch many a times in the playoffs. So Clyde is greater than Tatum, according to your logic.
Actually, no, he actually got it the other way. He's got Tatum is better than Clyde.
Worse than. Yeah.
That's what he got. So how does that work? So
What was the Jimmy Butler take about?
Well, first of all, we were talking about Clyde Drexler yesterday, and with Clyde Drexler, I think it was between him and Dwayne Wade. We had a conversation, and yeah, I said that Clyde Drexler would have bust Jimmy Butler ass. In fact, my exact words was he would have ate Jimmy Butler lunch. Yes,
but not Dwayne Wade, right? You think Dwayne Wade would destroy Clyde, right?
I don't think he would have destroyed Clyde Drexler. No.
But he's better than him, right?
I do think he became better than Drex, but
Okay.
but yeah,
All
I do think
some people in the comments were saying that you had Wade over, you had Drexler over Wade.
At peak for peak, I wanted to have a conversation about it. Absolutely, from 88 to 92, Drexler. From 88 to 92, Clyde Drexler was something that like a lot of people weren't talking about.
Damon, does Drexler have a series better than anything that Jimmy Butler just did versus the Bucks?
Does Drexler have a series better? He got busy against Phoenix.
That's what my point was yesterday.
In 1990 in the Western Conference Championship, he got busy against them guys.
37 a game versus number one seed?
To get them to the NBA Finals.
37 a game versus number one seed?
Okay, so this is the box score thing that we talk about.
No,
and don't get me wrong, Jimmy Butler got busy. 100% Jimmy Butler got busy. But also, Clyde Drexler got busy. He had a great series against the Utah Jazz in 1992 in the Western Conference Championship. Got busy against them. No question about that. So
I think Jimmy would have given him work too.
2020 Jimmy, 2022 Jimmy, 2023 Jimmy.
Okay, 2002 and 1988 Clyde Drexler, 1989 Clyde.
So
Drexler,
when you say eat his lunch,
I think he would have bust Jimmy Butler ass. Yes.
So you're talking about peak wing defender
I think
Jimmy
he
Butler?
Bust Jimmy Butler ass. Yes. He was bigger than
Who
Jimmy
busted
Butler.
Jimmy
He was
like
a
that?
better-
Period.
He was bigger than Jimmy Butler. He had better athlete than Jimmy Butler. Got a money pull up game. He was a better transition player than Jimmy Butler. You ain't giving Clyde Drexler nearly enough credit as the defender that he was.
He wasn't a better
during that
defender
time.
than Jimmy Butler.
You know
I'm
who
not
busted
buying
Jimmy
that.
Butler's ass the
I'm
last
not
2
buying
years?
that. I'm not buying that at all.
Scotty Barnes. Okay, so
Ron, you said this to me yesterday, you son of a you know what? That we wasn't going to talk about Scotty Barnes. You said that.
You're right.
You told me that.
You're right. Hey, T-Bag, every time you bring his name up, you know that little hockey timeout? You get one of them. All right. The next super chat that we got is from Drake. Are you guys done with Jimmy Butler and Clyde?
I don't know, Ron. You don't let us have conversations anymore up here, so I guess we're done.
All right. See what you did, T-Bag? Drink more water. Said rank better scores between Andre Roberson, Amin Asor Thompson, Tony Allen, Luke Mbamute, and Dyson Daniels. As great defenders, Asor and Amin are as great of defenders as Asor and Amin are. Won't they get the Gobert narrative later in their careers?
Wait, hold
Tony
on.
Allen's the best
Give it
scorer.
up so we can go through the names, please.
I'm not touching that.
Let's just go.
I'm taking Amin's the best scorer.
scorer.
Yeah, Amin's the best scorer there. Then I'll take it might be I'll just for the sake of it, I'll do Dyson, I'll do Asar.
Oh yeah, you sleep, Swiper.
I'll do
Tony's a better scorer than Asar too.
brother. I remember Tony very well. I'll do Luke, Tony, then Roberson. That's probably how that's gonna work. Tony was not a bucket at all, bro. He was a
I think I might have
horrific
the
offensive
same
player.
order. Very similar order.
Yeah. Tony was a horrific
look.
offensive player. Bro.
This conversation starts with Luke, Richard, Mbamute. All
Tony
right.
couldn't pass or shoot or drive, by the way. He could dunk.
Or drive.
He could dunk.
And guard. He could
Tony
He
Allen
had somebody
was
else.
a bucket
Chill.
at
He had
the
somebody
rim.
else throw him the ball to dunk.
He was a bucket at the rim. I'll probably go Amin, then Tony, and then whatever y'all want to do after that.
Luke Richard Mbamute. Hey, but they asked the question at the end of this super chat and said, will the Thompson twins get the Gobert narrative later in their career?
No, they have more PR. Than
I think they're going to be, they're going to be better offensive players as they get older.
They already are better offensive players.
I definitely think
Yep.
Amin is. He's definitely a better bucket.
Amen for sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think he'll get better. I think Amin could be a 20-a-game guy. I think he could be that good.
Is
All
he
right,
worth
the next
250
super.
mil?
It's a great
5 years,
question. Is he worth
250
250?
this offseason?
Is
Who?
5 years, 250 this year?
is
Amin?
Amin Thompson worth
2
250?
first?
No, 250. 250.
Oh,
I'm,
no.
I'm,
250,
I'm,
5 years?
I'm maxing him in out. Yeah, I'm going there. I'm maxing him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not thinking twice?
No, I'm maxing him out. He's 21 years old. 22 years old. I'm maxing
Why,
him out.
why would you not try to get a discount on him now, Chill? While he's still
Because I
getting
already got the discount on Jalen Green. I already got the discount on Sengun.
and they're gonna have to
And-
try to trade Şengün though because how bad he is.
One more time.
They're probably gonna have to trade Şengün though because how bad he is.
And I think that's Sengun's
It's
fault.
easier to do that. What
I
if they
think that's-
go ahead?
I think that's Sengun's fault for allowing them to discount him.
Pay
I
him
do.
33 million?
Yeah, I think that, to be honest with you, I mean, as an all-star, he probably could have. He probably, considering what he signed for and what he could have made. I mean, the Houston Rockets could have paid him the most, but they didn't. They ended up lowballing him. And considering him making an all-star team and being as good as he was the year before, I mean, as a 20 and almost 10 guy, he probably could have got more than what he's
No,
been paid.
they would have just let him wait until restricted free agency. He would have got less money now. If this was
Oh,
if they
less
let
money
him play-
now. I'm talking about. Well, of course they extended
Last year
him.
he wasn't good. He was okay, but like he was also he couldn't
If he was a
score.
restricted free agent last year, what do you think his? I ain't talking
Oh.
about this season. I'm talking
Oh.
about last year.
Like, he would have got squeezed. Yeah, he would have got Jonathan Kuminga, Josh Giddey treatment. Easy.
Really? You think he would have got?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he would have got more. I think he would have got more than one. I think he would have got more than 130.
From
I
who?
think he would have got more than 130.
Who would have paid him that?
Why we keep saying who? Swiper a 6.
He's not that good.
Okay, he's not that bad
He
neither.
is
No, but what is
good.
he? But the
He's not
issue
that
is, Joe,
bad neither.
You got to remember in the CBA, if I'm trying to make sure I always have flexibility, I'm not maxing out any flawed player. I'm not maxing out
That's
Amin
true.
Thompson at this point.
So if that's true, then that means that nobody's getting maxed.
No,
out. Everybody's
no,
flawed. Swiper.
No, they're
Not to the
extreme.
extent of these dudes, chill.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
not to the extent of them, but
Yeah.
what we're not factoring in, we're not factoring in these guys improving. That's what we're not factoring in. We're
I
factoring
can't
in
max you out and pray that you improve. You need to
No, I'm
improve
not praying
first
that,
and then
though.
max and then get that max.
That's what they're gonna do.
I'm not maxing out Amin Thompson, and I'm not giving Sengun another $1.
Damn, man. So the way, so
Like
the
whether
way,
you gotta go and you gotta
Joe,
go
What's the number for Jalen Duren?
deserves?
We're overreacting to this whole thing
We
with the
100%
Rockets, though.
are, because-
Those
No,
three,
hold on,
all
hold
three
on.
of them young guys are still very good.
Okay, yeah, but like you're not paying $50
Yeah.
million a year to any one of them. So I'm asking here, Chill. Franz Wagner makes $41 million a year. Do you think Amin Thompson deserves Franz Wagner money?
yes.
Okay, Chet Holmgren's making $41 million a year. Do you think he deserves $41 million a year money?
Well, first of all, I think they underpaid for Chet.
No, it's a rookie max. You
Right.
got them-
It's a rookie max, and I do. And again, even with it being a rookie max, I still think he's underpaid.
Do you think he deserves Desmond
I'm
Bain
not
money?
doing that.
So Rudy Gobert's making 36.
I
Jalen
think
Green's
Amin
making
Thompson
36.
I see. I don't do that right there. The reason why I don't do that, Swiper, because what I'm doing is I'm essentially saying that I'm this good, I'm that good, and when in the future I'm gonna be better. I think Amin Thompson is gonna be much better.
No,
than
but you
give
have
credit
to
for.
pay on the market though.
I know, because a lot of these guys get paid off potential. A lot of these guys don't get paid off the market. They
Yes,
get paid
but like
off
but Amin is not in the market of a max rookie extension though. He's not good enough to do that. He doesn't have an
18 a
all-star.
game guy that's first team all defense.
Yes.
That's an elite all league defender. An
If you
18
can
a
get
game
him
guy,
for a discount, yes.
if you
absolutely.
can get him for a discount,
Mhm.
but that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that he's only worth a discount. He can be worth more. He is.
So
worth
do you let
more.
him play
In
this next
fact-
year with no deal?
No, I don't.
So what? Then if I'm not giving you a max, then what's the what are we doing?
If you're not giving me a max, what are you giving me? Because I can promise you that if we're not gonna, what this is what I'm thinking, Swiper. So 250 million. So let's come down off of that a little bit, right?
5 year 250 would be the exact money.
5 years 250. That would be that would be the max. Okay, so that would be the max. What I'm not doing is I'm not splitting the difference. Like you got to do better. If you're not going to go to 250, we're not going that high. I'm not going lower than 180. I'm not.
Well, sure, but are you so 5 year 180?
5 year 130. Take it or leave it.
I'm going. Goodbye, Ox. See you later.
Well, five year 200 sounds a lot more reasonable, which is 40.
That's what I think that's a reasonable contract right there.
Can't
But
give
the reason
him
why
$40 million.
That's a lot of money. It is a lot of money.
And here's the difference. The difference with that is I think
I'm taking off 100 million.
I think that the difference with that is him being better in the future. This contract is going to suffice.
But chill, that's not how you can't do contracts like that anymore.
Why is he going to be better in the future?
Why isn't he going to be better in the future?
For that jump shot's not getting better.
You guys are sitting here talking to me like these guys who get paid, they are who they are. Like these guys don't improve.
A lot of them are, and a lot of them get worse.
At all. In fact, a lot of these guys get paid on potential.
But Anthony Edwards has a rookie scale extension. He's worth every bit of that money, and he was good as and worth that going forward. Cade Cunningham, rookie scale extension. Chet Holmgren, rookie scale extension. Franz Wagner, rookie scale extension. Paolo, like the biggest gamble here is Paolo, and I think they're all better than Amen Thompson at this point. At this point in his career, they're all better than where he was.
Okay, chill. You need that money to go get a superstar. I mean, it's not that. You can't give him 50 million. You can't give him 40 million. He's not that good.
Yeah.
That is crazy to me.
You're gonna have to pay somebody because they're clearly chasing the ring. That's why they went and got Kevin Durant. I don't know what they're gonna do with Kevin Durant. How much longer he's gonna be there, I don't know. But Amen Thompson can't be the guy you get $50 million to, because then it's like, oh, we're just never gonna get better now.
All right.
Like even if he gets a little better, the team's never gonna get better if you're giving him all the money.
I'm leaning more towards chill on this. 50 mil is kind of crazy, but
Kinda.
30 to 40, I could be swayed into doing that.
Yeah, that's fair.
35 is the max, bro.
The defensive ceiling is through the roof.
I think
it is crazy.
Best perimeter defender in the game, bro.
Chill. When you say that, when you say like, I know Mars was pushing back saying he's not better than his brother, but when you legitimately say Amen Thompson is the best defender in the league or perimeter defender in the league,
I think he could be that good.
That's not crazy to say. Like he's right there.
So
well, no, like it's not just that though.
I know, but I'm saying, but given
it's
where
not a contract
he is
in
right
isolation
now,
either.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You have to. The market is going to be set based on other players of this typography, and then or archetype, and then also what your skill set is.
What other players in the league have the
Swipe? It's not.
Wait, Ron. Stay right.
Well, Asar Thompson, is he going to get the same deal?
Amen's a better offensive player.
I just finished third. I just finished third in DPOY. I just finished third in DPOY. How?
And I finished fourth in DPOY the year before.
Okay, so I finished higher than you now. That doesn't make sense.
But I'm still going to be an all-league defender, and
so is his brother.
But I'm a better offensive player than you. I'm a better scorer than you.
I'm saying, Joe, tell me your number though. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What is your number? 5 years, what, or 4 years, what that you would pay?
Like I just said, I'm not going under 180.
That's fair. If you told me 180, I'm good with that.
If I'm a Sore Thompson, I'm not going under 180.
I'm completely fine with that.
I'm not going under 180. And the reason why I'm saying that, Swiper, is because if I'm thinking about a guy who is arguably the best perimeter defender in the game, and I think he could be at his best. I think I could get anywhere between 19 to 22 a game from him. And if I'm getting that, I think that value, when it comes to the players, because I do think that he's going to improve, because he has improved today from what he was 2 years ago. He has improved today than what he was 3 years ago, which tells me that he's going to be better. He has improved, especially at 22 years old. He's going to continue to improve. So with him continuing to improve, if I could get a guy that's arguably the best perimeter defender in the game, who can score, one of the best transition players in the game.
And Chill, arguably the best athlete in the game, too.
Arguably the best athlete in the game. I think that 180 for 180, I think that suffices.
That's great. Yeah, 36 mil.
4 year 120 and shake hands. Let's go on.
Oh, what's good, Penn?
Sir. Penn?
Yeah, what's up?
You had your hand up.
No, I'm pointing.
Oh, Scotty.
What are you pointing at, Theodore?
Scotty Barnes. That's what he's pointing at.
Okay. Scotty Barnes got to
Reeves is going to sign.
I didn't say
Well,
it.
Reeves is going to sign for
You can't tell me I saw
245.
it. You can't tell me
Who's
I said it.
gonna resign for that?
So
Maybe.
Reeves is going to get this offseason 240 for 5 years.
Do you think he gets
That's
that from the
gonna be
Lakers?
God.
I don't think the Lakers should give it to him, but there's teams like Brooklyn and things that have a lot of cap space. So someone's going to throw him that money. It's just a matter of whether the Lakers want to.
Well, they can throw him a 4 year 177, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
Swiper,
So
I'm just
it's
thinking about Swiper. What I'm thinking about is I'm thinking about the upside of guys. I can appreciate what the market is for guys in terms of players, but I'm thinking about what a man's going to be in 2 years. What is he going to be in 3 years? Now, I understand the flip side to this, where you might want to flip him in 2 years to get something more. Okay, that works for you specifically. But hey, I don't have a long shelf life in this, especially the athlete that I am. I might not play 15 years, so I got to get paid, and I got to get paid now. I don't know if I'm gonna play that long. I don't know.
Swiper, one thing I do want to point at is, and I understand every player has market values, and for the most part, like there's tiers to it. So this 3-and-D guy got this, so more than likely this guy should get this, and this big man got maxed out, so the next young big man should get maxed out. But that's not how things work, and that's not how things should work, because my organization and my team structure is completely different from your organization and your team structure. I'm saying that it might work like that, but it shouldn't work like that, because once again, when I have these pieces, you might be the piece to put us over the top. And if I have to overpay for you, then so be it. Like you could be worse than this guy. But if you're the piece that helps us and makes us better, or if you are the engine of our team, then we need to do what we need to do to get you over here. So it's like the market value thing is cool, but that doesn't. It's almost pocket watching, if you will. Like,
well, that's what it's supposed to be.
Not necessarily, Swiper, because your value for us, but Swiper, your value for us isn't your value for them.
Your
Okay,
value,
if that makes sense.
your value is greater for the team
like,
that drafted you. First of all, let's start
Because
there.
Christian Brown's valuable for you guys,
not $25 million valuable.
for what you guys thought he was going to be.
No, not even then. He's not.
but
worth
So
that
so
money.
so the way Christian was playing in the playoffs last year, he wasn't worth the way he was playing in the play, or was it earlier this year?
No, it was in the
when Christian was balling, when he was making his threes,
not
when he was guarding,
$25
when he was getting out in transition.
Yeah, right. Andrew Nembhard makes 18.
Yeah, but that's the problem, I think, Ron, is like Christian Brown's a great example of a team taking a risk on someone they think that player can be. And the Rockets are in this position now where, especially with the new CBA, like if you give him that type of money, you can't look at it in isolation and it's just a one-off contract. You have to think about, if we're giving him that type of money, he has to turn into like a top 5 player if we're going to win something. Like that's best in the world type money for someone. Like he's going to be one of the highest paid players in the entire league. As a non-shooter, as like a very raw offensive player. So it's a gamble. Like they can't let him walk for nothing, but I'm starting at like 5 for 150, not 5 for 250.
And Damien, I think the name of the game now is you, and respectfully, the way the league is now, it doesn't sound good, and this is very much not player friendly. You have to squeeze as many guys as you can on your roster now because of the CBA. You have no choice. For instance, Jakob Poeltl is making $25 million a year for the Toronto Raptors right now.
Not true.
Well, hold on. How much is Jakob making? He's making 25, correct?
19.5.
19.5. Jakob's making 19. Christian is making 25. Andrew Nembhard, great contract, making 18. Julius Randle is making 40. He's making 33 right now. Şengün's making 33. Jalen Green's making 33. Like these players, Josh Giddey's making 25. Jonathan Kuminga got 22. These players typically would have made way more money in the future pre this CBA. But this CBA and where it exists now, like Emmanuel Quickley is making $32 million a year. That's a lot of money for a player of that archetype. Typically, now in this CBA, you want to have your stars, which might be 2 of them. And then you really want to try to squeeze everybody else in the roster in the middle and then have veteran contracts. That's the ideal format for the CBA to stay out of that first apron at least, show.
That's why the AJ Mitchell contract's so powerful as well.
Well, the AJ Mitchell contract is a rookie deal. He was drafted in the rookie.
But
it's a rookie.
In terms of playing it, like
Well, I mean, this is the value of drafting guys who are ready to contribute very quickly after their rookie deal is signed, right? Like someone like Christian Brown contributed on his rookie deal. You guys got starter level or equivalent value from a guy who was making around $3 million a year in Christian Brown. Peyton Watson last year, right? What are you talking about? He was what was he, 21st or 22nd overall pick?
Which one?
Christian Brown.
Yeah, 21.
21st overall pick. Peyton Watson was what, 29th? 30th?
30th.
So those are very cheap contracts. Emmanuel Quickly for New York was a very cheap contract. These guys who are picked in the 20s are very cheap contracts. Now, when they come up for an extension, there's a lot of things that are factored in. How good you actually are. You know, that's one part of it. That's not the whole thing. It's not how good you are. Boom, there's your contract. There's also future value baked into that contract. How good do I expect you to be over the next 3, 4, 5 years? And we got to come to a negotiation on how good you think you are. Number 3 is your role. Are you starter or are you a bench player on my team? Because if you're a starter, I'm gonna probably have to pay you more because you're gonna play. You're gonna play more. All of these things have to matter. But then there's also like off-court stuff. There's like how much are you worth to my market? You know, like do you put fans in seats? I gotta pay you for that too. So a lot of these guys, like LeBron, to me, is the least paid guy, like the most inexpensive contract in the NBA over the last 20 years, like LeBron and Steph. Because they fill up arenas everywhere and they never make enough money for it, to me. Right? So, I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is, if a man is, how is a man making $250 though? Is this contingent on him making all NBA?
No, all defense. Since he made all defense in the last 2 years or a year, you get the addition. So it's the same thing with like all NBA and a rookie scale. You get the same benefit.
So it's the same. He'd be signing the same contract as Evan Mobley.
Yeah, he can. Yeah.
I think
and y'all talk about a man like
it's also worth
Evan
noting,
for sure ain't worth 250.
Hold on, there's no state tax in Houston. Number one, so that helps. When the Rockets have gone to Alperen Sengun and Jalen Green, they've paid them less than they wanted, both times. So there is a precedence here of them taking less, guys taking less to play for Tillman Fertitta. I don't know if Amen Thompson will take less, but his options would be limited if he were to say no.
And by the way, just to correct you, Penn, Jakob is making, as I knew, 27, 29, and 27 over the next 3 years.
You are incorrect, Swiper. He's making 19.5. Don't tell me about my team.
2027, 28, 27.3.
What year are we in, Swiper?
29.4.
What year are we in, yo?
2029, 30, 27.
Oh my God,
Swiper. What are you talking about? He signed a 3-year, $84 million extension. That's
okay,
exactly
Swiper,
what I'm
what is
talking
next
about.
year? Let's try this. What's next year, Swiper?
So is he not going to be making $25 million a year?
Next year?
On a contract that hasn't started. So just so we understand, I can make my point even further now. Damian and everybody else. So that's also what I'm saying. That contract is already so bad. He's going to be making 27, 29, and 27, and the contract hasn't started yet. He's a bad
19.5 next year.
Never mind. All right. Now, Penn, you know what you're doing. His contract hadn't started yet. He's going to be making $27 million a year. That's a problem.
He's making 25 next year. I told you he's making 19.5. And I'll also maybe like whatever website you're not looking at right now won't tell you this. The last year of that deal is only $5 million guaranteed.
Okay, last year. So that's in 29-30 or 30. No, that's in 29-30.
Yep.
We are. So again, next year.
You don't have to tell me it's a bad contract. I've been complaining about it all year.
Well, then what are you arguing about?
You said he makes 25. He makes 19.5. He made 19.5 this year.
Anyway, so I think some of this is as simple as this.
Can you just say? Can you say I was wrong? Try those words.
You have to be able. You have to be able to manage contracts in the NBA. Cool. And I think some of this is you have to be able to manage your mid-tier contract. I've been talking about this religiously. This is the same thing Denver's going through right now that I think they made a mistake on. I think Peyton Watson is going to be the next one up. I don't think he should get $30 million a year because somebody might offer him 30. Now chill. You want to talk about projection? That is a massive projection for Peyton Watson. That he's going to be worth $30 million a year 2 years from now. That's a massive projection. Massive. Yeah. I don't think he's not at this point. Not yet. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
All right, fellas. J-Mo Fit sent through a $20 super chat and said, y'all always say Cade needs help. Dirk carried the 2011 team all the way to the championships. Did Dirk have any star help? I don't remember him having another star. If somehow Cade leads the Pistons to the finals, ?
brother, can we that team was loaded. First off, they were loaded. Jason Terry was closing games for that team. Like, they had the DPOY at center. They had Jason Kidd. They had Sean Marion, get off the chat pin. They had multiple players on their roster that did things at a high level and that were elite in their role. That team was loaded. So, yeah, if Cade Cunningham
Dirk is better than Cade Cunningham.
No, he is, for sure. But he also carried. But Dirk also got games where he needed to get help. And he closed those games out. This is exactly what happened.
That team it's not even close.
They swept the Lakers.
That team is so much better than this team.
Great basketball team. That
team was really good.
The Dallas Mavericks in
not
2011
was this
stomped
team better
this
than
2026 Detroit team.
Yeah,
It's
murder chill.
This team is much better than this team, but their best player is better than their best player too. It's just
Is it Cox in 2011? 2011, Dirk
they had
Nowitzki,
Pedro,
in 2026, Cade Cunningham. What's the gap between those two guys? 2011, Dirk Nowitzki, who's I think he's in year 12 at this point. And 2026, Cade Cunningham. What's the gap between them two?
I mean, Cade can dribble better.
Okay.
That's like Dirk's prime.
We done. Like we done.
He's better than Dirk too.
He's a better.
Right. He's
a better playmaker.
I mean, he's. But who needs to make plays when I'm a bucket? That's what I keep trying to tell you all about.
But this is the Wemby versus Shea argument.
I don't need to be a better playmaker than you. I'm a bucket.
This is the Wemby versus Shea argument. You could argue down the line. Wemby's better at this. Wemby's a better rebounder. Wemby's a better shot blocker. Wemby has more impact. Yeah, but when I need a bucket in the half court, who am I going to? Shea's a cheat code. So, like, that's the point. Like,
it was a different time as well, to be fair.
Look, man, like almost every single playoff game, because we shrink down possessions in the playoffs. Almost every single playoff game is ultimately going to come down to one shot, two shots down the stretch. My guy can make it, your guy can't. So in those moments, the overall value of your playmaking doesn't matter as much as Kawhi Leonard being able to get a shot clean, or Michael Jordan being able to elevate over any defender you put on him, and it doesn't matter. Or LeBron being able to bully his way to the basket.
And then now you have to pass the ball.
But really great players don't allow themselves to be trapped in such stupid ways.
Yeah, no, Dirk, he's 7 feet tall. Yeah,
Dirk, damn it, double team. I'm shooting over the top of that. I'm doing anything.
Yeah,
I
but
want.
are we
strong
acting
enough,
like Dirk?
big enough to split that? Like, you fuck a double team.
I mean, it's not like Dirk didn't have his moments as well. These are growing pains. I'm sure Cade will get better. I'm sure all these guys are going to get better, right? I think it's fair to remind people Cade's 24 years old.
Right, and that's the thing. That's why I say that about basketball. We do this all the time. Where he sucks because he had 12 points in game 3 of the playoffs. Like, it's gonna happen. This is basketball. Y'all want people to be perfect at basketball all the time, and that's just not realistic. Okay, this isn't PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just ain't no video game. We're gonna have down games. It's a part of your favorite players had bad games. Everybody's favorite players had bad games. But still, with that being said, the fact remains that Dirk's better than Cade, and Cade will get better. Shout out to Cade.
Jason Terry's better than everybody else on this roster, and so is Sean Marion too, and the DPOY.
Tyson
Chandler. This is nostalgia merchant stuff right now.
Wait.
It really is.
Don't. If you say Dennis Jenkins' name with Jason Terry,
I won't.
How's Jason Kidd?
Who else could you say? There's nobody. Why none of these dudes are better than Jason Terry.
Okay. Here's the thing. I've been on this for 2.5 years. I'm getting really tired of it, and I don't understand what it is. What does this Detroit team have to do outside of Cade to get your respect? Why do we act like they just have a whole bunch of G League guys?
What are you talking about?
Tobias Harris is a good basketball player.
We respect him.
No, wait.
Harris LeVert is a good basketball player.
Time out. No, Ox. Time
Tobias
out.
not a good
Time
basketball
out. You think the Detroit team is comparable to the 2011 Mavericks?
You think the Mavericks team doesn't sweep this team?
Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh my gosh, dude.
No, this is all about you and this Cade thing. Like, this is so weird. He doesn't obviously have the help that Dirk had in 2011. You're like, well, that's nostalgia to remember. No, I remember Jason Terry finishing some of those series. I remember this. I remember them having one of the best wing defender in the sport on their team. Sean Marion.
Memories. I got you, Ox. I got you. I knew that was.
But wait, and y'all got to remember too. Y'all got to remember they lost Caron Butler. You got to remember they had Caron on this basketball team too. That Mavericks team was even better than they showed. Like Caron Butler was the second. I know me and Chill went back and forth on this. I think Caron Butler was their second best player that year, but they lost Caron. This Mavericks team would sweep that Pistons team, sweep them. I'm talking about beat them into the dirt, knock their socks off.
That Mavericks team might win the NBA Finals right now. I just think people are completely misremembering what that team was.
So crazy. No, they wouldn't.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Penn. Just sheesh.
These dudes, all this defense that they
are you hot and bothered because you were wrong about a number?
That pressure ain't doing nothing
to
Jason Kidd. Y'all still on that? Nobody gives a shit how much Jacob Poodle is making.
I just think that there's a reason why they ran through everyone in the NBA that year. Everyone, including the elite teams. All the elite teams they played in that run. There's a reason why they did it. Were the teams just underperforming? Everybody else was underperforming? Is that what happened?
It's not just everybody else underperformed. They were a very, very veteran-laden team, but I'm not going to let you gaslight everybody into thinking they were like the best team in the NBA or something. They weren't.
They were. You know why? Because they won the title decisively.
And even if they weren't the best team in the NBA, like
they won the title decisively.
We're comparing that team to
this
team.
Like
it doesn't.
Hold up. Coming back to that season. Hold on. Coming into that season, that team's title
coming
odds,
into the season.
Yes, coming into the season because that's what's going to matter right now.
It doesn't matter. Why would preseason matter? Who cares?
Who cares?
The
For preseason,
Pistons coming into this season had bad odds too.
Hold on. No. I just want to be clear about something. I want to let you know the teams that were picked to beat them, and I want to tell you why you're saying what you're saying. And if you will indulge me with some little intellectual curiosity, I will let you know.
I don't have intellectual curiosity, according to you.
But you do have intellectual curiosity, Swipe. But I know you can do this. Here are the teams that were picked above them in the preseason that year, just in case some of our audience is very young and do not remember this. The Miami Heat.
They beat them.
Swiper, this is not a two-person segment. Los Angeles Lakers.
They beat them.
Boston Celtics. Orlando Magic. Chicago Bulls, OKC Thunder,
they beat them.
Then the Dallas Mavericks, then the San Antonio Spurs. They were plus 2,000. The odds were plus 2,000. The Miami Heat were plus 175. Now I want to tell you why.
No, they beat all the. They beat three of those teams.
I want to tell you.
No, I'm trying to work. We're all trying to figure this out. Go ahead, Penn. Take a solo.
Okay, so the reason that people believed that this Mavericks team was way better than it really was is because people need to justify how the Heat lost. That's really what it is. This would be like.
Give a shit about the Heat.
This would be like. Let me tell you. Look, right now, what are we talking about? We're talking about. No, we do care about the Heat because that was the first year of the Heatles. That was the first year of the Heatles. Okay, you may not. I don't speak for everybody. I speak for myself. I know at the time.
Okay,
did not sweep the team that just won back-to-back titles. Yes or no?
No, because that was a different.
Answer
year.
the question.
That was a different year. I remember that Dallas Mavericks team very well. I thought it was very underrated. I thought it was a very underrated team, but don't make them out to be some sort of championship juggernaut.
They had
Jason Kidd was 37.
Butler.
They had
Jason Kidd was locking Bron ass up. And Jason Kidd was locking Bron ass up. Jason Kidd took the LeBron James assignment and was locking Bron's ass up. Don't forget about JJ Barea too. They also had JJ Barea. Hey, Penn, the thing about it is, like, regardless of whether you're high or low on that team, we're talking about them.
Dude, I loved that team.
Okay, but we're talking about them.
Pavlovich was on that team. I loved.
We're talking about them versus the current Detroit Pistons. They are better than this Pistons team, and that's just as simple as what it is. They guard the Pistons better than the Pistons can guard them. They have a way more firepower. They have a guy that when the game gets slows down, and when we get into the clutch segment. Dirk, take us home. We got shooters. We got the best defender on the floor. Well, I mean, respect to Asor, but we got Tyson Chandler, the best, rim protector on the floor, best rebounder on the floor. Like,
Tyson was amazing.
We're simply just a better team from top to bottom. We got a better coach. All due respect to JB Bickerstaff, we got a better coach. Like
Carlisle's great. Look,
we're just better.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I just think when people win championships, I mean, if you had to guess, okay, when people win championships, there's a reverse engineering that is justifying something that happened that wasn't supposed to happen. I can tell you with confidence, nobody. You can go back and read the ESPN articles, Bleacher Report articles, literally any article. Nobody thought that Dallas Mavericks team was going to beat.
We were there. We remember that. But my thing is similar to what I said earlier.
But
I don't
we were
like just
also in
because
our
you're
teens,
better,
bro.
But Pin,
How
just
old were you?
what you mean?
You were
How
like
old was
13
I? Was
you were like
older.
13
No, I
or
was
14.
not 13 in 2011.
I was
What-
playing
what?
college football when this happened. He was playing college. He was playing basketball when this happened.
In 2011, I was at sorority parties, doing adult things. Okay, I was old enough to know what was going on.
Shout out
Hey,
to
Pin.
13-year-old
Pin.
Ron, bro.
Hey, Pin.
Amazing.
What I'm trying to say is, regardless of whether this team is better or not, this is what I was saying earlier when we was just talking about the Atlanta Dream potentially winning a championship. Just because a team's more talented and quote unquote better, that don't mean that we won't beat their ass.
Look, if you
That
really
does
want
not
to-
mean that we won't beat them just because you have more talent and more star power. And we, as a matter of fact, this is the era where we've really been seeing that.
Okay. This Pistons team won 60 games in the Eastern Conference this year. They're very good. Now, if you want to argue that Dallas team was better, I don't really have to fight it. I get it. I understand, especially in a playoff setting, that an older, veteran-laden team with guys who've made deep playoff runs like Jason Kidd and Dirk Nowitzki would have a better chance in that situation. But call it what it is. Let's be honest about what really happened here. There's a reason why the entire NBA world was ripping LeBron to shreds for losing that series, because he wasn't supposed to lose that series. So if you want to,
He wasn't supposed to, but he did though.
but he played horribly.
This
Pistons
They-
team-
he got
Pistons
outplayed
team
horribly.
They
beating
lost to the
Lakers.
better
Are they
team.
beating
Look, man,
OKC? Are they beating
narratives.
Miami?
What we
Pistons?
do up here? Are they beating OKC? Did you say
They're not even going to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers.
the Pistons? Okay, and this
Yeah.
Cleveland Cavaliers team was actually third in odds of championship. This
What
year.
does that got to
And then
do
they
with
added-
why do odds matter in this conversation, Pin? Me and you get on the floor. We're on the basketball floor together. I'm better than you. I mop you, and I got the best player, and I got the best defender, and we're the most cohesive. I have all of that on the Mavericks. Dirk outplayed everybody on that run. Everyone.
I'm going to tell
He
you
had the best
why-
defender as
I'm gonna
well.
tell you why odds matter just as much as not just as much, but at least matter a little bit.
What Spurs
In the-
did the odds had this year? What odds did the Spurs have this year? Do you remember?
That is a very different situation. That is a very young team with a lot of unproven commodities. That's harder to gauge. Let's just be real about that. But I think the Spurs were picked to win like
The Nuggets
48
didn't have the odds in 23 when they won the title.
And you guys are accused of having the softest schedule. of
No.
any champion ever.
But you win. They went 16-4. You dominate. That's what you do. You proved everyone that they're wrong. The Mavericks proved everyone was wrong about the odds. Vegas doesn't know the outcome of the matchup. Vegas
they
thinks
went
that we
16
step
and
on the
0?
floor next to the Lakers. They think we're going to
Didn't
get
go
mocked by the
16 and
Lakers. And
0.
they won titles in back-to-back years.
Did you say they went 16-0?
No, 16-4.
okay.
The Nuggets went 16-4. I'm
It-
saying that
it also-
Vegas. But go ahead, Rob.
And also, Penn, not just to throw this in there, because Penn said that you guys had an easy route. The Mavs actually had one of the hardest finals runs ever. All four teams that you mentioned had top 5 title odds that year. Spurs, Lakers, Heat, OKC. Like all of those teams were slotted and projected to like be that good, and they beat all of those teams.
They didn't beat the Spurs.
Well, the other team that they beat, who they played in the first round?
Portland.
It was
They,
Portland.
they played the Blazers.
They played LA. Yeah.
They played Blazers,
Lakers.
LA, then they played versus the OKC Thunder, then they played versus the Heat.
Okay. And what I'm
One,
trying-
one of the toughest
look,
runs ever.
what I'm trying to say is that ESPN and all these people, like, we create takes. Things happen in basketball, and we and other people who are paid to talk about sports come up and try to explain what happened. Okay. This guy outplayed this guy. This guy clamped this guy. This team is so good. Wemby's the best player in the world. This guy shrunk. This guy choked. Okay. And the problem is the Miami Heat losing to that Dallas Mavericks team that was not picked to win the championship coming into the playoffs, was no one's favorite to coming into the season. This is an unprecedented event which requires explanation. And unfortunately, the explanation was LeBron choked. For a lot of people, the explanation was
Wouldn't that be
LeBron
for
choked.
casuals? That's what the explanation was.
Well,
People that watch the games know that's not just what happened.
Well, I think people who watch the game know that this Dallas Mavericks team wasn't a perfect roster. I think they were very.
That was the Heat. That was actually the real issue. The Heat also roster for roster were worse than the Mavericks when we saw them play in a series.
So when that series started, you picked the Dallas Mavericks to win.
Bro,
You thought
I was 20 and wanted LeBron to win a title.
Why isn't this working?
okay. I thought the Heat were going to win.
Yeah.
I was a fan of LeBron.
I don't know a single person who thought the Dallas Mavericks were going to win that series. So when we're talking
Damon,
about
weren't you a LeBron fan at this time? Like we wanted LeBron to win. Like I don't know what to tell you. I was a fan.
Well, everyone wanted him to get his.
I was rooting for Dirk.
I just don't understand this need to make the Dallas Mavericks a super team because the Miami Heat.
They weren't a super team.
But then why are we talking about them like they would beat all these great teams today? I'm sorry. If I ask somebody,
great teams, we just said the Pistons. That's all we said.
The Pistons are a 60-win team in the Eastern Conference in 2026. They're the number 2 defense.
They would have beat the Atlanta Hawks, but they won 60 games too. What does that mean?
I am also told that Cade Cunningham is the best guard in the Eastern Conference.
He has been the best guard in the Eastern Conference.
I was also told that Asar Thompson. I was also told that Asar Thompson. is the best.
Who was LeBron James and who was Dwayne Wade and who was Chris Bosh?
Amazing.
Who was LeBron James? Who was Dwayne Wade and who was Chris Bosh? Who was Pat Riley? They got packed up. If they got packed up, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren, and Tobias Harris are getting put in a box, crumpled up, and thrown away.
But that's what you're talking about. You're talking about an outlier performance from the Heat. If we play that series over again,
my gosh,
the Heat are not losing that series. You're gassing up the Mavericks to lie about the Heat. That's
who's lying? Who's lying?
Everyone's
Which
lying.
one of us are lying?
Everyone.
So we're lying that the Maverick weren't better than them when that's why they won the series.
Swipe it. You are.
Or were the Heat better than the Celtics when they won that series 3 years ago?
Swiper, you are a huge human being. I am not a huge human being. If we were to play an arm wrestling match,
Swiper's a little nigga.
Well, I'm 5'11" and I weigh 180 pounds. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to beat a former Division I football player in an arm wrestling match. But I'm sure that there's a day when you're feeling very bad and I'm feeling very good, where maybe, just maybe, I could beat you in an arm wrestling match for one day. That doesn't mean we need to redefine who I am as an arm wrestler for the rest of my life. Do you get my point?
No.
The Dallas Mavericks were not better than the Miami Heat.
Yeah, they were.
They weren't.
They were.
No,
you know
they
why?
weren't.
Because we put you to sleep when it mattered the most. Yes, they were.
Okay.
They were. They were a better team. And as a matter of fact, Dirk proved that I was the best player as well. That's exactly what happened. Dirk proved I was the best player. That's what happened.
He was never the best player in the NBA. I don't know.
He was never the. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I know a guy. I know a guy right here.
LeBron James.
Damien, I know a guy right here that says if you win the title and Finals MVP, you're the best player in the world. You said the reason why SGA won the title, despite how he played.
You talking to me? I don't think SGA is the best player because he won a title. I think he's the best player because he's the best player.
Oh wow, that's a great explanation. Yeah, shout out, congrats, man. Congrats.
Wrong outside.
Damn, Chill.
No.
Chill, just get on your phone. Chill.
He's on his phone.
You know what, Ron? Run a poll. I dare you. Run a poll. Was 2011 Dirk better than 2011 LeBron James? Go ahead.
What does that have to do with anything? That is literally the point that I've been making. You don't have to be better than somebody.
The whole question would be, would the 2011 Dallas Mavericks beat this current Pistons team?
I'm running that poll right now, and the Mavericks are winning the poll 91% to 9%. Pin, 9% of people agree with you.
Nostalgia merchants.
All right. Bob Solo, speaking of this Pistons, said Detroit needs a new shooting coach, as well as a PG that can pass and create their own shot. Robinson is out, but one of three of Detroit's shooters, or Detroit's three-point shooters. Bad shot clock violation on Reed and LeVert last 5 minutes. Go New York, go.
You got his money's worth.
Is that going to solve their issues, new shooting coach?
I mean, it can't hurt. OKC has one. Great one.
Kevin Huerter? Do they want more touches for Kevin Huerter, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, the Pistons didn't really play all that bad yesterday. They didn't really play all that bad though yesterday. I thought they played all right. It was just
they were up 9.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. I'm like, if they close out the game, we're not reacting like this.
Yeah, we can call it what it is. They choked. Reggie Miller. They choked. Okay, that's what it was. You blow a 9-point lead with 2.5 minutes to go. You choked. That's it. That's what it is. The other team didn't make miracle shots. You choked. Your offense went stale, and you choked. what it is.
Yeah. Dre Knows Ball said, "What's up, fellas? We got Iceman dropping tonight. They said Drake not part of the culture, but he's part of the NBA culture the last 16 years. An NBA Finals with Drake about to go crazy. Also, R.I.P. B. Clark."
Anyone up here actually like Drake?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the music. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Drake got killed in 24, but I've said many times up here that I've been listening to Drake since the Houston, Atlanta, Vegas mixtape came out in 2007. So, yeah, it's 19 years in for me, for sure.
Drake's fire. I don't listen to him nearly as much as I used to, but Drake dope.
Yeah, I mean, because of my workout playlist, I listen to Future more than anybody else, which means I also listen to Drake quite often. So, shout out.
Not a fan.
Yeah, he's the best thing that ever happened in Canada. I know that.
Steve Nash exists. Shea exists. But you talk
Drake is way more popular than both of them, and better
combined.
But he's not better.
Drake is for sure better than both of them. Shouts.
Drake is not better
is
at
he
what
like
he
beloved
does
there,
than
Pen, or
Shea
like
is what he
what's-
does. No, he's beloved by
is he
people.
beloved?
He's not beloved by me. I am.
Drake is
okay.
Drake is Wayne Gretzky, by the way. Somebody, that's obviously the GOAT. Drake is quite literally the most successful in peak that Toronto or Canada has had in terms of entertainment I can think of in the last 20 years. Maybe
He's the greatest Canadian ever.
I don't know. I'm not saying that. That's crazy.
No, he's the greatest Canadian ever.
Celine Dion's also
would say
Canadian.
that.
That's another one.
Okay.
Celine's reached greater heights.
SG.
Hold on, no Pen. I have to step in because once again, this is a topic for our members only stream where we could talk about who's the greatest Canadian ever. Damien, we could talk about who's the greatest Australian ever. Ox, we could talk about, Swiper, we could talk about who's the greatest Nigerian ever. Ox, we could talk about who's the greatest to ever come out of South Sudan. We could do this whole thing, but this is something that we have to do on our members only stream where we could talk about nuanced topics like this. So you guys pull up to our members only stream and one of these days we'll talk about who's the greatest Canadian or whatever country that you guys want to do.
Shout out to South Sudan, though, for sure. I'm not from there, but I just want to shout them brothers out.
Ponzu Hat said, I was just thinking about that. Who's a superhero conversation y'all had a few months ago? And Batman is closer to a rich crackhead than he is to a superhero?
Batman doesn't do drugs.
He do something.
Depends what you define as superhero as well, by the way.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, the
is
guy
this
that
super-
obviously is he is the leader of the Justice League. So, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, he is the guy. He is
Yeah,
literally
that's facts.
the preeminent.
There's a lot.
the
There's a
Justice
lot of
League.
leaders on drugs.
Oh, no, I'm saying, but he's the superhero of superheroes. Everyone looks to him as superhero too, including Superman. Superman listens to Batman. So, shouts.
The next super chat is from Fred Vincent fan. Damn, I wish Chill was still here. Fred said, Allen tripped him, but it's all good. No call in my opinion. My real issue is the phantom call on Tobias with under a minute left and Harden's kick out threes. We still got to play better offense down the stretch though.
Yep.
Yeah, Tobias missed a wide open three, man, in the clutch. They just missed shots.
So
man.
look, yesterday, Damien, that's the Tobias I know. What I saw yesterday, like that's the Tobias I know.
He's been
That-
excellent though. Like he's been excellent.
Absolutely.
They're like what's
Absolutely.
Swiper's point is like they get like for him to be producing the way he's produced is like gravy. Like it's like found money because no one expected him to be like a viable like second option, but he's been pretty consistent. So yeah, but when he was wide open, Ox, I was like, I don't know if this is going in, man.
Yeah, he has to hit that. I mean, shout out to Tobias, like you say, he's been playing great all playoffs. It's really good to see. But I'm just saying, like what he did last night is kind of like, okay, this is Tobias, you know.
I feel you.
All right, y'all. Fred Vincent fan tapped back in, and it seems that he is clapping back to some words that were said to him. Fred Vincent fan said, I've never spoke about Julius Randle in this chat in my life. I've sent super chats saying Duren can go to hell. Chet is better than him, and he's not Team USA. You got me confused. Chill Town.
If Chill said it was you, then it was you, Fred. It's that simple.
No, I
Yeah,
think
I'm with that too.
I think he's telling the truth.
Well, Chill wouldn't lie.
Yeah,
Whenever
I
you
stand
said-
with Chill.
You said whenever you ever met Chill, whenever Chill says something, you agree with that he didn't do something, you would agree with it.
I don't think
You
Chill
did
lies.
just say that.
I don't think Chill lies. I think Chill got confused here. I think Chill's confusing him.
So
with
is
somebody
Chill
else.
old?
No, I'm saying Chill got confused. Are you old? You
I don't think Chill
confused
got
about
confused.
Jakob Poeltl's contract. Are you old?
I don't think Chill's old at all, actually. I think Chill's right.
I don't think.
Shout out to Fred.
I don't think it would be weird to send a $10 super chat defending yourself if you were
People do
in
that
a
all the
chat
time.
that's publicly. Okay, well, cool. I see the guy's comments all the time. I don't think he's lying.
Fred, I think you lied.
I stand with you, Fred. Go ahead.
How do you know he's black?
You got to be black for me to stand with him.
That was a rage bait pin. I'm sorry.
Yo, Fred, I know that you may feel a certain type of way because Chill tried to put you in a box and he tried to cook you.
He said he
If
is
you're
black. There you go.
If you're an all-star, Fred, you could come onto our members-only stream tonight and set the record straight with Chill. Also, too, for all the all-stars and Hall of Famers, I know there were some people asking, where do I get the link to come on the show? You have to join our Discord. I will be sending the link to come on the members-only stream into the Discord, but you got to join the All-Star chat, and in order to join the All-Star chat, you got to be an All-Star. And obviously, if you're a Hall of Famer, I'll send that to the Hall of Fame chat, and we'll do that whole thing like that.
Wayne Gretzky's Canadian?
Yeah.
Whole time, I didn't know
So
that.
you think SGA is a better?
So is Bret Hart.
You think SGA is
Jim
a better, higher ranking Canadian than Wayne Gretzky?
Not even close. Not even.
No, I'm asking
close.
Penn
Isn't
because
it-
Penn, brother.
I'm gonna answer
Do
for
it-
Penn
okay.
because he'll say something ridiculous and knowing he doesn't believe it. It's
Pin, let Ox answer for you.
yes,
No.
Penn. Sit back. Let me talk for you.
Sorry, what's the question?
Wayne Gretzky clears
Wayne
always
Gretzky is
will.
better than who?
SGA.
SGA.
Give me Shea.
Man, shut
See, that's why I said let me
Hush.
speak, Penn.
Hush.
Justin Bieber, Canadian.
Dude.
I'll take Drake. Justin Bieber, he is
Yeah,
Canadian.
Justin Bieber's Canadian.
Justin
And
Bieber's
Justin Bieber.
Canadian.
Add him, of course.
Yeah.
So
I
maybe
gotta
had
take-
1 billion views at 16.
Yo,
Yeah,
okay,
he could be
first
the
of all,
one, man.
I just want to say something.
Girlfriend came out, and I was out here doing my thing. Hey, matter of fact, Ox, he got tagged. I'm like, yo, I like this Bieber.
Were you a
Me
fan
and
of
Bieber
R.
was out here.
Were you a fan of R. Kelly?
No,
you a fan of-
that's Ox. That is Ox.
Absolutely.
Ox
He's
is.
the
I
greatest
was
that ever
too.
lived.
Boo.
He's the greatest. R. Kelly's the greatest
R.
that
Kelly
ever
was
was, is,
boo.
and ever will be.
Okay.
Is R. Kelly better than Shay?
No.
Absolutely.
Body,
Were you a fan of XXX Tentacion? Were you a fan?
No.
Were you an
not
X
at
fan?
all.
Okay.
Not at all.
I'm just trying to say sometimes it's a little bit weird. No, I'm just saying sometimes it's a little bit weird, but we gotta understand that there's artists and there's athletes and they made us feel a certain way when we watched them the first time and it was amazing and
What I
whatever.
do with Wayne
But
Gretzky?
sometimes they do some shit that makes you look at them sideways and
What
makes
does
you
Wayne do?
re-examine. Why don't you Google it, Swiper?
What did Wayne do? I don't know. Am I missing
I
something?
don't, I don't care what Wayne did. He's the GOAT.
I think if you
There's nothing.
no
there's
everything
nothing I can find out.
if you
There's
I'm sorry, but I thought you were
Shay
very
probably
well
done
read
some
on
shit
this
you don't
subject.
know.
My bad.
There,
my
look,
bad.
there is nothing that
Gambling?
Wayne Gretzky can do. Absolutely nothing Wayne Gretzky can do to change my mind about him being the GOAT.
Bro, he played hockey. I don't watch hockey. There's one thing he did right there. Shit, if you want me to care, if you want me to give a fuck, why don't you play a better sport? That's one.
It's
Better
like
sport.
it's like who was that? Brent Berry, John Berry.
Basketball is
John
a better
Berry ain't
sport
never
than
called me nigga.
Okay.
I don't care if he racist. That man was a baller.
I'm not going where he's going. Connor McDavid
Absolute
is
hooper.
Connor McDavid is he Canadian? He is. He's better than Shea too. What are you talking about? Connor McDavid is absolutely better than Shea.
Am
So
I
is
better than
Connor
Shea?
McDavid right
Am I
now.
be-
So
am I better than
Connor
Shea?
McDavid and Nathan McKinnon is
Better
hooping
than
right
Shea?
now.
Is Shay in the room right now, Swiper? You can tell us.
No,
am I
I'm
better
talking
than
to
Shay?
you. You don't even watch your own sport in your own country that got taken by the Americans this year, by the way. Connor McDavid has been consensus the best
and
player in the
Penn, I
sport
want
like the
you-
last
I want
5 or
you to
6
know-
seasons for most people. And Mac man was out here winning games. Shout out to Mac.
Not,
Boom!
not only that, Penn. Not only that,
Oh,
Penn.
this-
But
Because he was silly with me, Ron.
we starting to play more and more hockey. We coming for that too. I seen some little brothers playing lacrosse last weekend. We are coming for that too.
Penn, I need you to turn on the Avalanche. Matter of fact, Penn, you should. The Avalanche used to be in Canada. They came here. They won in 96. They won in 2001. They won in 22. And guess what, Penn? The Avalanche about to win another one. 4 titles. 4 titles, Ron, coming through you, 2026. Give me Connor. Give me Connor. Go ahead and take it out the room. Nathan McKinnon, go, best player in the world. Talk about it. Let's get to it. 4 straight goals yesterday versus the Minnesota Wild. 4 of them.
Shea Gilgeous.
Regardless of
Isn't
that,
Pamela
though, like
Anderson Canadian?
Wayne Gretzky is
Pamela Anderson is Canadian.
Clears FTA. All right.
Keep Wayne
Pamela
Gretzky
clears FTA.
Who's had more impact on culture, Pamela Anderson or SGA?
Pamela.
Pen.
And I know she had impact on your culture. Your online shenanigans.
Who's the more impactful Canadian? Who's the more impactful Canadian? Hey,
Your
SGA,
online shenanigans.
Hey, SGA ain't got nothing that's touching Baywatch. He ain't got nothing that's touching Baywatch.
I'm talking about that slow run.
She revolutionized the sport. She was Tiger Woods.
I used to rush home about Pamela Anderson.
Hey, Penn, she was the
That's
Tiger
facts.
Woods. Tiger Woods in
Fact,
swimsuits. We never wore swimsuits like that before Pamela got there.
All right, so I'm gonna keep it pushing though. Jason Grills said Dub Ox for back in 2023 convincing me to watch WNBA. Been enjoying it ever since. To me, college girls hoops is better than college guys hoops.
Wait a minute. Ron, Jim Carrey's from Canada.
I already said that.
Is he?
And then
He said it.
Melissa Ford. Melissa Ford's Canadian.
SGA clears.
Melissa Ford.
I don't even know who that is.
Now, Melissa
Hey,
had
but
a
they
really
don't know
good
Melissa
run.
Ford driving
Hey,
Honda
Melissa-
Accord.
Hey,
2000, she was
Melissa had a
Shaq.
great
Imagine if
run.
Shaq was 2001 every year.
I don't know if
year.
she was that. I don't know if she was that good, but
Bro,
she
you
had
had
a
to pay
great
her
run.
a mill to get in a video in the 2000s.
Wait till
Wow.
y'all.
Just saying,
find
they
out
don't know
that-
Melissa Ford drive a Honda Accord.
Wait, Ron.
No, she wasn't
Let
getting
me
no
blow your
$1
mind
million
here.
being no
Trish
damn
Stratus was
videos,
Canadian.
like,
You know that?
Who? Trish Stratus?
Trish
Yeah,
Stratus.
she was-
Wow.
Yeah, she was the best. She was the best women's wrestler of all time up to a point. Absolutely,
It was
absolutely.
bad.
Canadians coming with heat. I had no idea.
Matter of fact, let me look it up. Hold on. let me
Man,
look up Canadian.
we just mentioned like 15 people. Like, all right, come on.
Yeah, but I
now.
mean,
Like,
it's a little puny country. They
Edge.
got all this. Like, come on,
Edge.
it's
puny country.
Bigger than you.
Is it Canada bigger than
Wait, Edge is Canadian?
Canada's bigger
Yeah,
than
sounds
America,
like
right?
Keanu Reeves.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
it don't-
hey,
like
hey, Edge.
3% of it is habitable.
Edge,
Like,
Edge is the
it's
biggest
big.
backstabber
Okay,
in
come on.
WWF history.
all right.
Edge
Come on,
took
man.
Matt Hardy's girl in real life. He took Lita from him in real life. Ox,
Yeah.
Let
WWE
me
was
find
so
out
bad, they made them play out that feud on camera. Edge in real life took Lita from Matt Hardy, bro, in real life, and became a whole thing. Slept with her behind his back. Then they put it on camera for everybody to see.
That's crazy. Man.
Anyways, though, hey, Jason Grills, hey, good job listening to me, man. All y'all watch more WNBA basketball, man. I've been trying to tell y'all for a
Yeah.
while. Keep watching.
I'm gonna get on.
Keep watching.
I'm probably gonna get on the Ox, man, this year. Like a lot more. Like I think there's 12 to 15 Aussies in the league as well. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
a
get
good
on,
amount. Shout out Jay Melbourne, our starting point guard. I remember when she came here a couple years ago. She was a rookie. We drafted her. I like Jade a lot, and I thought she was going to eventually be our starting point guard. It didn't really work out that way. We ended up getting Skylar Diggins, and when we got Skylar, we kind of let her go. And, well, Skylar Diggins left this offseason, and we re-signed her. So it wasn't how I thought it was going to happen, but now she's our starting point guard. I love Jade. Australian. We also got Ezzy Magbador, too. Ezzy. You know, we got 2 Aussies on our team. So.
Ron, the
Yeah.
Weekend is from Canada.
The Weekend is way better than
Yeah.
Drake.
Yeah, well, we knew
The
that.
Weekend is way better than SGA. What you talking about?
Okay.
Does he have a blinding lights? Does he have a blinding light? I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
Y'all watch Titanic?
Yes.
The director is Canadian, James
Yep.
Cameron. Y'all watch Home Alone? Catherine
course.
O'Hara, the mom, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Canadian.
Yeah,
Y'all watch Deal or No Deal? Howard
Yeah.
Mandel?
Yeah.
He's Canadian. Y'all watch The
I
Notebook?
thought you was gonna say.
Don't lie
that
about
whole
it.
number-
Y'all
that
watch
whole-
The
that
Notebook?
whole-
Everybody.
They were both
Everybody.
Canadian.
I'll say that.
Ryan Gosling is Canadian.
And matter of fact,
Wait. Rachel McAdams is Canadian?
Yep.
Yes, she is.
Hey, lie to me right
Oh,
now,
yeah.
Penn.
You
Lie to
got
me
it.
right
You
now.
got it.
Y'all watch Dawson- y'all watch
SGA has
Dawson
any? Does he have any year? Any year?
Casey was Canadian.
Does he have any year that touches Rachel McAdams when she made The Notebook? He made with time, in time, whatever that movie was called, and then she had
the one she couldn't remember.
Freaky Friday.
No.
No.
what one she couldn't remember? Oh, The
That's
Vow.
Lindsay Lohan.
The Vow.
No, the
Vow,
swap.
yeah, the
What's the
Vow.
swap one? What's the swap one?
No, that's not. That was Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, that's Lindsay
Fellas,
Lohan.
Nah,
fellas,
nah.
once again, this is a topic for our members only stream. On top of that, Chill's back, so we have to.
But
We gotta get
Rachel
back to-
McAdams and Wedding Crashers though.
Rachel McAdams clears anything SGA's ever done in his life. To this day, I'm
Ever.
still in love with 2005 Rachel McAdams. Still today.
Hey, wait, is Jessica Biel Canadian?
Me. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Mean good.
She might be.
Okay, I was about to say because y'all got it, boy.
All right, y'all. The next super chat from Brian Cook. Brian said the 2011 Dallas Mavericks was pretty stacked. I remember how good that team was. Penn, are you good?
Time Traveler's wife.
Yeah, I'm really good.
False, fake news.
Penn, you've been getting buried today, bro. You getting buried on your own Canadian people, man. Shoot, bro. I can keep going. This list is crazy. Rachel McAdams got 4 hits, four number 1 charts.
Cowboy Bob sent through a super chat and said Pistons ain't playing bad? ? Last 3 minutes, no points. Lost in overtime. Losing by 6. You played well. 1 out of 3 of Detroit's three-pointers are from Duncan Robinson. Okay, that's what he's saying. A third of their three-pointers are from Duncan Robinson. At Chilltown, your Cavs might make the Eastern Conference Finals. You may be onto something. Go New York, go.
We're going to find out. Yeah, we're going to find out. You got the game you wanted. You got the game that you were after. Now go home and end it.
Nelly Furtado and Avril Lavigne?
Yeah.
You got the game that you was looking for. Now go home and end it.
Canadian, hey,
Pack it up.
Canada got heat.
Shania Twain, too.
I just want to put it out there to the chat. Yo, I hate you dudes. I don't dislike you dudes.
Stop
I
it.
hate all of
Shania
y'all
Twain?
dudes. And
Shania Twain as well.
and this is just more evidence of why I hate every last one of you dudes. I don't dislike you dudes. I fucking hate you dudes. Every last one.
I stand with you right
I
now.
hate you dudes. I really do. I can't
Dudes
stand
are
this.
disgusting.
I hate you dudes.
Disgraceful.
All of you dudes.
You're
I swear.
bums.
I can't stand you dudes.
Scums.
For real, yo. I fucking hate you dudes.
Man.
Yo, Damien, I see some coaching jobs up in Edmonton. I'm applying. I'm applying.
You need to go to Montreal.
Yeah, you should.
Yes, absolutely. But I can't speak that. I don't speak that shit. But
The milk is a little bit fresher.
Maradi
I've been Edmonton.
Tanzambi sent through a super chat and said, speak about D Mitch playing bad, Chill. Harden was the best player on the floor. L Chill, L D Mitch prop.
Boom! Speak about D Mitch playing bad. Absolutely. Let's talk about D Mitch being awful, even though he scored most of their points in the overtime and they ended up winning the game. But a couple of nights ago, when he set the record or tied the record for the most points, it was crickets from your goofball ass. It was crickets. If Anthony Edwards would have did what Donovan Mitchell did a couple of nights ago, we would have led the show with that. If Cade Cunningham would have did what Donovan Mitchell did a couple of nights ago and they won, we would have led the show with that. I bet if Wemby would have did that, we would have talked about that shit for an hour. But the minute Donovan Mitchell doesn't play good, immediately, Jay, talk about Donovan Mitchell and how bad he is. I hate you dudes. I don't dislike you dudes. I fucking hate you dudes. With a
Every
passion.
one of y'all.
I fucking
You,
hate you dudes. I really do. I
especially
hate
you
guys. I don't dislike you guys. I
Especially
fucking
you.
hate you guys. All of you dudes. Except for
Chill.
Bill.
That's
In the
fair.
event,
That's fair.
that's
in
not
the
true.
event that
Not
this
all
is
you
not a
dudes.
gimmick, you
Not
do
all
know
you dudes.
you
Some
can
of
you can put them in a timeout.
But all of you do. Not some of you do. Not all of you do. Some of you dudes, I get it.
You,
Some of you dudes, some of you dudes I'm actually really
Juicy
cool with.
real talk.
you,
Some of you
you,
dudes, some of you
24
dudes,
hours
you,
timeout.
but the majority of
You,
you dudes, I fucking hate you dudes. I really
you.
do. I really do. Like if I seen you in real life, I might do something to you. I really would. I might do something to you if I seen you in real life. I really hate you dudes. I
You,
really
Too Clutch Corey.
fucking
You,
hate
Petty
you.
Hardaway.
Chill. We can't be threatening the chat.
Hate these dudes.
You,
I don't
Bob
dislike
Solo.
them. I hate them. I really,
Shout out to
man, I
Val, man.
really mean that. I don't like these
Zigsaw
dudes
Puzzle,
at all.
Spanish Jose TV,
Hate
2K
these
God.
dudes. It's a few of them in
J2.
there. It's a few of them in there that I can have conversations with. And we can
You
go
too,
back and
Frank
forth.
C.
We can go
You
back
ain't
and forth,
exempt.
and we can actually have good conversation, even if it is legit banter, right? It's legit banter,
Right.
and we might not agree on something. And we can, but the majority of you dudes in the chat, I hate you dudes. I don't dislike you dudes. I hate y'all motherfuckers. I really do. I have no love for
Oh,
you.
whoa. Pen, say it with me. Say it
None.
with me, Pen. Say it with me. We can be friends.
No, fuck them dudes, y'all. I mean that shit. Fuck them
We
dudes.
come on, Pen. Can't be
It's a
friends.
few of them it's a few of them in the chat, like Baru, like me and him. We'll have legit banter, and we'll go back and forth. Spanish
wait,
Jose,
Fox,
we'll talk.
let me
we'll
blow
go
your
back and
mind.
forth. We'll do
Tamia
that. The majority of you
Canadian.
dudes in the chat, I swear, I hate you dudes. I don't dislike you, dude. I hate you guys. I do.
There we
Stand with
go.
Chill.
I'm trying to tell
really
y'all,
do.
man. In terms of baddies per capita, Canada might be like the best country in the world. I'm just let you know, right? And you up here talking about Drake and who? Justin Bieber. Fuck out of here, man. We got Tamia.
All right, Bob sent through a super chat and said, people being so weird about Dylan Harper repping his Filipino heritage as a biracial myself. I just hate people telling us what we are. Plus,
Really?
dub Philippines.
Who's being weird about it? I
I
don't
didn't
even know
hear
that.
anything about that.
Yeah, so he's
For the record,
there's been
and
some
for the
drama.
record,
There's been
there's
some
some
drama.
pictures of his mother when she was younger. I see exactly what Ron Harper was looking at. Yes, sir.
Chill. She's still
All right,
living
chill.
She is
It's some
beautiful.
pictures of her older.
She is
There's
Jordan
some pictures of her yesterday.
Clarkson
She
and
looks
I
Dylan
ain't even
Harper.
seen the younger pictures.
Yeah.
Jordan Harper and
Beautiful.
Dylan Clarkson are about to, or Dylan Harper and Jordan Clarkson are going to be like an elite duo for Philippines basketball. By the way, I remember Jordan Clarkson. He went back and they have like a basketball court or for Jordan Clarkson that they back. That they built out for him. Sorry, apologize. Audio went out. So Dylan Harper, man, he'll be the best Filipino basketball player ever by a lot.
Mhm.
We just got Bryce Cotton naturalized, so that's going to be interesting. Because now him and Matisse Thybulle have to battle it out for the one spot that we can take to the World Cup or the Olympics. So,
And for the record, just so you guys know, you can recognize a woman being beautiful without being disrespectful. You could do that. You
Chill,
can
it's
recognize
nothing wrong.
that
Charles
doesn't
Barkley
mean
just called Max Strus a very beautiful man.
no, that's something different.
Someone
I ain't
just
got
said
that-
Angelo
No, it's not.
White.
He just said
Canadian.
he just said he's a good looking. He just said he's a good looking guy. What I'm saying is like it's
Now,
nothing.
good-looking guy. Okay, sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what he said.
You don't think any of your male friends good looking, Joe?
I could get with that. Sure.
Any of us?
Ron,
Any of us?
Ron, let me rephrase that. You can definitely, see what we doing, Swipe. But me and Ox, we ain't doing that. But actually, Swipe. Actually, Ron. Yes, we 100%.
I can't say Damien has a
But
great head of hair.
chill. It's literally the same thing though. Like if I see a chick and I'm like, yo, she look good. That don't mean I'm trying to crack, but
Penn has a nice jawline. Like what you can't say that? That's crazy.
we can.
What about the dude, Michael B. Jordan? Michael B. Jordan is a very good-looking man. Yes, he
Why
is.
you going to that? Why you going all the way over there? Talk about your people you know.
Swiper, you said somebody was very good looking last week. Who was it?
Oh, I'll stand on that. Jules from Euphoria. I'll continue to say that. I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all.
All right, y'all.
Shout
We
out
gonna
to
move on to the. We gonna move on to the next.
100%.
We're gonna move on to the next. We're gonna move on to the next super chat.
Will never bother me.
Vortex CX9 said, "Don't even worry about it. Chill. Don't worry about it.
Just turn on Euphoria.
Vortex CX9 said, D Mitch proving once again why he's the best shooting guard in the timeline right now.
No,
Clown definitely didn't get saved by a 36-year-old playoff dropper.
Ant doesn't exist.
D-Mitch could rewrite some legacy of his though. This postseason, if they make the conference finals, if they make the finals.
I just
W's in the chat.
I just don't remember when that was the bar though. I just don't. That's why I think that it's interesting.
I know.
That we've made this thing. Like I don't ever remember this being a thing. I just don't.
It was a thing with Chris Paul.
Basketball. I
It
don't
was
ever
definitely a
remember
Real
thing.
talk. I will always be this way, brother. Shout out to you, man.
ever.
Love is love. Shout out to y'all.
I don't ever remember saying, "Yo, this dude better than this dude" because he made it to the conference championship. I don't ever remember saying.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of said that for a few people, but yeah, shouts.
Who? Swiper?
I mean, people have used
Chris
winning
Paul,
in the
they said
playoffs all the
for sure.
time. They're like,
Okay,
it's a deep playoff run.
Okay, there's a difference between winning in the playoffs and the bar being something specific. Like the bar was the NBA championship, right? The bar was the NBA finals, right? The bar was like that. Like the conference championship, I've said it countless times. I didn't say Ewing was better than David Robinson in 1993 because he got to the Eastern Conference Championship and David Robinson hadn't been there yet. We wasn't having that conversation. I wasn't saying that Olajuwon was better than Ewing because he was in the NBA Finals in year 2 and Ewing hadn't gotten there yet. I wasn't saying that. That wasn't the reason why he was better than him. We weren't saying that at all. So I'm trying to make sense of why. It just sounds weird to me. That's all. It just sounds weird.
All right, EKZ1812 said, Penn, is Reeves still a better scorer than Giannis? He clears Barkley, by the way. OG. 10 All-Stars, more first team all NBA, DPOY and is going to pass him in scoring this year. So he's saying Giannis clears Charles Barkley, but he's asking Penn is
I said
Reeves
Reeves
better
was a better scorer than Giannis.
you said that. Yeah, you said that.
When?
Penn, I don't think he's lying.
When?
I don't think he's lying.
I don't even believe that.
Can
So
GA
if
be
I said
anyone
it, I
else?
was drunk. No, I don't think that. If I, you know, there's
Speaking of
something
getting
like
drunk.
some like people like lose nuance. If I say somebody is a better shooter, pull up jump shooter, people are like, oh, he said he's a better scorer, and then I got to live with that. No, he's not a better scorer than Giannis. Giannis is one of the best scorers in the NBA. Reed's not even the best scorer on his own team. What are we doing here?
Is this
All right.
over tomorrow night, by the way?
I don't think I said that. If I said that, that's not at all what I meant.
Is this
Chill.
series
Let's get into that. Chill. Go ahead. You ask the question. Set the table.
My question is tomorrow night between do we have two game clinching series tomorrow? Which one of those two game clinching series is going to 7, or neither of them are going to 7?
Oh, I remember what happened with the Giannis
Neither.
thing. Sorry, guys. Yeah.
I don't
So
think either, to be honest with you, Ron, I don't think either of them are going to game 7. I think they both end tomorrow night. Both of them.
Think it's a wrap?
I think both of them end tomorrow night. Yes.
I'm with you on that, Chill.
I think the semifinals in the East ends tomorrow night, and I think the semifinals in the West end tomorrow night. I think we're done. Yep. I think the Cleveland Cavaliers got the game that they were looking to get. I think they got the game that they wanted, and something had to give. Up until yesterday.
Would Roscoe Harris close out game 6?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna hold you to
Yes,
that.
he would. He might be late for the test, but he 100% is coming in there and knocking down like 6 threes and get like a 93 on the test. He 100% is doing
Okay.
that. Yes.
Okay.
I just feel like I feel like Cleveland. I feel like they got the game. I keep bringing this up. It's very important when you're in a space where something has to give. The Cavs have not won a playoff game on the road, and I said this to Damian before you showed up. If you're serious about winning the NBA championship, you got to win on the road. You got to go into somebody else's building and win. And Cleveland did that last night. That was the game that they needed, because I like them much better in game 5 than I do in Detroit in game 7. Even though I do think that they're a better unit, game 7, I just don't like my chances in somebody else's building. Even though I wouldn't mind going there to do it again. I mean, it's this part of the playoffs. But if I could get this over with now, because to be honest with you, all the heat was on Detroit last night. The reason why all the heat was on Detroit last night was because, 1, we're in your building. Number 2, you lose. This is the position that you're in now. You got to go on the road, and you're facing an elimination game.
We
still
still
got
got a
2
very
games.
bad feeling about tomorrw game, Joe.
I know you do.
For who, Penn?
Which game do you guys feel better about?
For the Cavs. Well, first of all, I feel okay. Like, I have no idea how I feel about the Spurs and the Minnesota Timberwolves. I want the Spurs to win, but I feel like Minnesota, it's a wild card, you know. Like,
That series
can
is
Julius
over,
Randle
baby.
hit like 5 threes? I don't know. But I would
think
pick
that's
the
the wrap.
Spurs. But in the Pistons Cavs game, Chill, I will remind you, the Pistons were up 9 with like 3 minutes to go, 2 minutes to go.
Sure.
They were up 5 with less than 90 seconds to go. They blew it.
Yep.
So my view on this is, how do you respond to a game that you blew where you feel like the refs didn't make a call that could have given you the game?
Yep.
Do you come out with a hangover game where you feel like, okay, we're toast? Or do you come out feeling like we're the better team? We proved it for 45 minutes. We let one slip. Let's punch them in the face and get one back. I think when people show you who they are, believe them.
Yep.
The Detroit Pistons have shown me they're very, very tough all year.
Yep.
If the Cleveland Cavaliers do not bring their A game tomorrow, they're going to get smoked.
Now,
This is my feeling, and I am
Which is-
also,
which-
by the
which is
way, the
fair.
person who
And
did say
Game
the
4
Cavs
is
are going to win
competitive as well,
yesterday.
even in the
I
Cavs
did
game.
say the Cavs are going to win yesterday. Don't expect PC to tell you
did.
that, because
you did say that.
you know we only
said
clip
that?
farm. Yes, I did. In fact, yeah. I
Penn,
have to
think
clip.
the other sides
You know
of
what?
that-
Sometimes people will be like, "Why does he come up in victory lap so much?" Because y'all really just clip farm all the
No, I
stupid
do
shit I
remember
say,
him saying
and
that.
never
Yeah,
ever talk
100%
about the smart shit I say.
You did say that.
I
You
said
posted that.
Cavs
Yeah,
did say
you
that.
did
got
that.
it.
Yeah, you
Okay,
did say that.
so I'm saying I think the Pistons, Cavs are gonna have to play A+ basketball to win tomorrow.
Which is absolutely fair, but that's the flip side to this. Like you just said, Penn, we gave them that. If you're Detroit, we gave them that game. The flip side to that is Cleveland's saying, we're going home. We ain't coming back here. Because if we got to come back here, we got no shot. We already got the game.
Who in the locker room is giving that messaging?
Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
Donovan Mitchell. If we got to come back here, we got no shot. No. So we don't want to come back here. We're going to end this tomorrow night. We're going to end this on Friday night. And the way we end this on Friday night, is we make Cade Cunningham, who did what Cade Cunningham did yesterday, make him keep doing that. We're going to slow all the rest of you dudes down. And you rotation guys, as you know, they're not as good on the road. The basket is different on the road. Not the schemes, but your play is different. The energy is different on the road. We're going to make you guys like Karis LeVert, who went for 24 in game 4, do it again. Let's see you do it again. Let's see the rest of you dudes do this shit again, because we're going to give you everything we got, because this is basically our season here. Right here, this is our season. So that's the flip side of this coin, Pin. That's why I think that they win tomorrow night.
I think it's hard to be rational about teams that you're emotional about. And I'm not necessarily saying you're emotional about the Cavs, but you have a dog in the race. It's one of your favorite teams. I don't really have a dog in this race as much as I am rooting for Detroit, and I don't like Cleveland. I feel like I'm stepping away from this, and I'm like looking at the Cavs. I'm like, has anyone on that team really shown me that they're capable of delivering a message like the one you just delivered this panel?
Well, I just seen Donovan Mitchell last season. Not last season. Was it last season? No, the year before last. Like, I've seen him. Like, here we are again. And sure, right. I can appreciate. I seen James Harden being up 3-2 in Philadelphia and being home, and they gave it up.
Yep.
Right. I did see that, but I think that in this particular situation, you've shown throughout these last 3 games. We're better than you. You've shown us that. We are better than you. This game, to your point, this game is not 45 minutes. This game is not 46 minutes. This game is 48 minutes. And we've shown that over a 48-minute game, we are better than you. We got better schemes. We got better offensive players. We got better defense. We're better than you guys. All we got to do is do the same thing Friday night that we've done throughout the course of this series. Play better than you in our entirety, and we win this series. That's it.
Damian, who you got winning both games?
I don't think either game goes to game 7. I think the Spurs one's going to be, it's sort of formalities at this point. I'm with you at that. I'm with you on that, Ron. I think that the Detroit Cavs series is tricky. Even in game 4, or like in the Cavs building, like it was a game. Like, it was a very competitive game. It came down to sort of the last 5 minutes as well. So Detroit's sort of been in just about every game they've lost. So like, it's not going to be like it's going to be Cleveland, like Penn said, Cleveland's going to have to play their best game, I think.
So we all watched the game yesterday. We all watched the game yesterday. What percentage of the time do you think that Detroit had the lead?
Well, to be honest,
what did it feel like?
I'll expand your question. Up until those last 3 minutes of the game, I didn't feel like Detroit did not have control of that game. I felt like they had control of that game.
Okay, fair. They had the lead for 69% of that game. The game was tied for about 6%, and 24% of the game, Cavaliers had the lead.
Even when Cleveland went up 84-80, I still felt like Detroit was in control of that game. I still felt
right. Because they were at home and they had a lot of momentum. And, for a lot of people, they have the best player in this series. I don't know if they have the best player in the series, but certainly for the most part of the series, it's kind of looked like that.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, to say one team is materially better than the other, I think is hard for me. I think the Detroit Pistons, one of the best road teams all year, one of the best teams in terms of playing upper echelon competition. I'm sure some hard conversations are going to be had with Jalen Duren about what he needs to do to stay on the court. And once again, I just keep going back to this. I feel like Detroit's a tougher team. I just feel like they have more backbone. Now, Evan Mobley showed me something yesterday.
That's what I'm talking about, Penn. I think we've already stifled that, because that was the logic coming into the series, that the toughness. In fact, that's what I thought was going to be the difference in the series.
Your stars. Like, okay, so I have a theory that the longer a series goes, the more important the star becomes.
Sure. I can
so like that. Your top players, so your Shaquille O'Neal, your Michael Jordan, your LeBron James, your Kobe Bryant, that dude becomes like, if that guy is 20% of your team success in game 1, and by game 4 he's like 40% of your team success, By game 7, he's like 70% of
I can't rely on
we're gonna do.
guys. I can't do that. My star got to do it. Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
go with
like
that.
and even if your star ends up scoring 22 points and his co-star scores 30, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking he's going to score 70% of the points. I'm saying we go as he goes, and the further the series goes, that's him, that dude. And to me, this is like, as much as people think I hate Cade, I do not hate Cade. I hate the way people talk about Cade, and I hate the way people talk about his teammates. I trust Cade more in game 6 than I trust Harden, more than I trust Mitchell, more than I trust Evan Mobley, that he is not going to lose that game. It's just a feeling.
No, I could get with that, but I would feel a lot less. Less isn't the word I'm looking for. I wouldn't be as comfortable talking about what I'm talking about if the Cavs had won early on in the series. So, like, if maybe the Cavs won game 2 and then Detroit went into their building and won game 4, I think it would be different. But the fact that they went in there and won game 5, which is the swing game, the fact that they went in there and won game 5, which is the swing game, and winning game 5, knowing that this Detroit Pistons team, who was down 3-1 to this Orlando team, who is inferior to Cleveland as an offensive team, to now go into their building, who now have the momentum, and to play the way that they played, knowing for a fact we're not beating these dudes if we got to go back to their building. We not. I think that you get the effort that you've been looking for from this Cleveland Cavaliers team tomorrow night. I do.
Hey, Swiper, would like for you to tap in. Who you got tomorrow in both games?
Wolves and the Spurs and Detroit. Spurs and Detroit.
Okay. Ox, you wanna come back to the show? No. All right.
My bad. I just got a lot going. Give me,
okay,
ask me
okay.
the question though. I'm locked in. I'm listening. It's like I'm locked in. What's
up?
You working on your papers to immigrate to Canada right now as we
Ox
speak?
got a lot of shit going on in the background.
I'm good. I could go right now. I don't need no paperwork. Just ask me the question.
That is
Ron.
true.
What's up?
Nah, who you got winning tomorrow's games? Both game 6s.
I got the Spurs. I think the Timberwolves gave him their best shot. I think Adam Silver didn't have enough nuts to do what was right, and I think they're outgunned and outmatched. I think the Spurs got it. I think Victor Wembanyama has his eyes set on going to the NBA championship. He has his eyes set on Oklahoma City, and I don't think anything's going to get in his way. So yeah, I'm definitely going with the Timberwolves, and the Spurs in that one. As far as Detroit Cavaliers go, I don't know. I got to watch the game, bro. I can't call that. It's been close games. Tobias Harris has played up and down. I could see it go either way. That's a coin toss for me. I don't think I know enough ball to predict that. I got to watch the basketball game.
Now, Ox, I'm gonna push back on some of your logic. You are a man of the people. You had Ox Court going on. In fact, you are one of the best defense attorneys that I've spoken to in quite some time, right? With that being said, Mr. Victor Wembanyama, we do have a point system here, Ox. And in our point system, right, flagrant 2s are worth 2 points. You get thrown out, you get suspended when you accumulate 4 points. Victor Wembanyama, even though he did what he did, only has accumulated 2 points. So as the letter of the law, I should not have been suspended. Now, even though it looked bad, and to be honest with you, if I'm just going off what I saw, yes, I'm thinking he should be tossed. However, if we're going with the letter of the law, Mr. Defense Attorney here, my client, this is his first offense, and it does not warrant a 60-day jail sentence. No, it does not.
Now, chill. Had this been some type of manslaughter, you know what I'm saying, something like that, cool. But this was premeditated. There was premeditated.
This wasn't premeditated.
What was it though?
Clear.
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
there was clear. It wasn't. This is not a self-defense case. There was.
He was being fouled as he hit.
I'm sorry. Do you have? Who's speaking here?
Counselor.
If you want to object, Ron, do your job.
Counselor.
Do your job.
I'm sorry.
I'm not the judge here. This ain't Ron's court.
Counselor,
I'm gonna tell you. There was clear.
Bring me to the stand.
Clear malicious intent.
This is why I got slaughtered in Ox Court.
There was clear malicious intent, chill, and not only that, he wanted to do him serious bodily harm. I saw it. You could see it in his face.
You think there was malice there, Ox? Is that what you're saying? There was malice
there. He wound up. He wound up, aimed for the neck, and gave it to him. There was clear malicious intent there, Chill. Sure. Clear. So with that being said, I can't. You at this point, you're a danger to the community.
Then why didn't he hit him in the head? Then why didn't he hit him in the head?
I gotta get you off the streets, Chill. You are a danger to
if
the
it was
community.
all premeditated and it was super timed, why didn't he hit him?
And you don't think he looked at him and then swung his arm on purpose?
Look, I already caught your theatrics and your boom and all the bullshit.
No, Pin.
I'm not asking you a theatrical question. I'm asking you a direct question.
We have the footage.
elbowed him in the neck.
I'm gonna tell you again.
Answer the question directly.
Look, wait. Look. Just like what happened with Draymond Green, Chill.
Sure.
If you do something like that elbow to this area, that can be considered attempted murder. I'm just.
Pin, do you think he intentionally elbowed him, Pin?
If you do that to somebody,
No idea.
But
I know it's not premeditated. That's not premeditated. That's not.
Wait, hold on, Swiper.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on.
Let me and Chill talk, and then y'all do y'all thing.
Yeah.
Chill. If me and you are outside on the street, Chill.
We ain't on the basketball court, Ox.
If you do that to me, Chill. If you do that to me, and I was the type of person to call the police, I can press charges of assault. Absolutely. If you elbow me in my neck, that's
battery.
assault.
Like assault is me attempting to do it. Me
assault and battery. That's assault and battery.
Me swinging at you, I actually connected. That's battery.
I laid down these charges for you. In the state of California, that could get you 7 years. Attempted murder.
Interesting. All right.
All right, so I'm gonna move on to the next super chat. Berazer 305 said the panel really said Jalen Duren is better than Bam. Bam has flaws, but he at least never dropped in the playoffs.
He has dropped in the playoffs, and not everyone said that. I know I didn't.
I know I didn't say that neither.
You've never heard me talk about Bam that way. I would never disrespect Bam out of bounds like that. Absolutely not. Not even.
Only a madman would try to say that Jalen Duren's better than Bam.
Only somebody who thinks that it's not premeditated to look at somebody wind up and punch them straight in the face. Only somebody of that.
Why don't you open a law textbook, Swiper, and figure out what premeditation actually is?
Well, I do. I literally, you can literally look it up. And by the way, what's the other word? What's the other word used for that? What's the other word used for that? When you murder someone when you hurt somebody out of
love or crime of passion? Is that
no? Yeah, but what do they call that? There's a particular type. Remember, crime of passion.
Mm-hmm.
You can have premeditated.
Harvard.
You know, you keep saying Harvard. I didn't get into Harvard. I got into Cornell.
Harvard, Cornell, MIT, same shit.
No, it's not. Wrong.
No, it's not.
No, it's Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky, UCLA.
No, it's not, bro. Hey, now Duke up there. Duke one of them.
What is happening right now?
I'm talking about as a blue blood.
It's called manslaughter. So what in this instance?
That's not manslaughter. He had
I know. I'm just the other side of this. Manslaughter is when out of a crime of passion that if you do something to someone,
that's not manslaughter. What are you talking about? Manslaughter?
If this person,
oh my God,
and obviously he didn't murder him. If this person makes an attempt on you, literally looked, I said, "Get off me because you followed me," and then does this, I intended to separate you from my body. That's what I'm saying. That was intentional. He intentionally hit him.
Please
that's
stop.
It's not. It's worse.
Bro,
the best I can do for your client is second degree.
Keep making people dumber by keep giving them.
The best I can do is second degree.
Making everybody dumber by telling people that this is manslaughter. That's not manslaughter. Has nothing to do with crime of passion.
I didn't say it was. I said in this instance it was clearly premeditated. You don't think it was? At the very least, below that, within half.
Do you understand what premeditation is?
Passion.
Okay, hold up. Okay, let me ask you a question. Is it premeditation? No.
He did plan it. I mean, he looked at him. I don't tell you.
He planned it.
Hold up.
It was a reaction.
If I barge into your house, okay, let's just say unannounced.
Good luck.
No.
Chad, come here.
You're gonna release your poodle on me.
Get up here. So Penn, I want you to.
By the way, train dogs for 10 years.
Really quickly,
your dog's gonna be more my dog than your dog.
Okay, according to California
Man, you got
take his poodle.
You could never run a dog like this. You would get too emotional for him. You would get too emotional for him. You would get flustered, and then he would stop respecting you. That's not what happens with me and Chad.
Of a human being
but you
without
literally don't know
malice.
me.
Once again, currently as of January 2025, according to the California Penal Code in 192, manslaughter is the unlawful killing
We'll get on
of
your
a
ass,
human
man.
without malice. It's one of three kinds: voluntarily, upon a sudden quarrel
Okay.
or heat of passion,
Sure.
which is what Ox's point is.
So I was studying to be a lawyer for a couple of
Involuntarily,
years, but
in the
Not
commission
long
of an
enough. Not
unlawful
long
act,
enough.
not
Oh my
amounting to a felony.
okay.
Do you have a legal studies degree, Penn?
No, I
And
don't.
vehicular.
I do.
So that being said,
And you don't know what
so-
manslaughter is.
So with that being
Okay.
said,
Okay.
to Ox's
Go
to
work in
Ox's
divorce
point,
court.
Ox and I get into a heated argument. Our
Sure.
heated argument ends up turning into a fight where I end up beating up Ox and I end up killing him. Well, wait a minute, I
Chill, I
ain't mean
beg
to
of
do
you to
that.
let me explain that.
Whoa, I just wanted to beat him up. I
Chill.
ended up killing Ox.
Chill.
I'm
If
going to
you-
get
if you-
charged with involuntary manslaughter, which is what you're talking about with Wemby. Because Wemby winds up and now, did I mean to, if he ended up dropping Nas Reed and knocked Nas Reed out, it would have been like, okay, I ain't mean to do that.
Okay.
I just meant to get him off.
Hey, Penn, all I know is I walk
That's
into
all I
your
meant
house.
to do.
I could make you make me a sandwich the way you be talking. Okay, you ain't walking up in my house doing nothing. Make me a sandwich. I want bologna, ham, turkey. I want
chill
I want
out,
some
bro.
honey Dijon,
Bro.
lettuce. Put some vegetables on there. Give me some chips.
Yo,
Don't give me
like-
a big bag of chips from the corner
chill,
store.
Swipe,
You gonna
chill,
run back
bro.
over there. I'm gonna take my shoes off. I'll put them on your couch. You ain't got a dog. You ain't got nothing I'm worried about in your house. Matter of fact,
Oh,
Ben,
oh my
turn me on my favorite movie. Matter of fact, I want to do a Teen Titans
Bro,
rerun.
are you going to allow
now.
this?
Yo, Mr. Potato Head, I'm licensed to carry. How about that?
What does that mean to me?
That means run up in my
That
Yeah.
means
crib
if you
and
walk into
fuck.
my house, or you walk in, if you walk
That's
into
what that
Joe's house,
means.
you walk into my house, you getting the same result.
Well, you
Now,
walk into whose house?
Find out.
I don't know who the hell you are. Walking into my house, asking for a
Yo,
sandwich.
welcome.
Oh, so Pin, you say you gonna make
Look at-
him make you a sandwich?
Hey,
You
you
gonna
see
make
those- you
him
see those
wash the
Canadians?
dishes?
Yo,
We're
welcome.
gonna get on the Barbie.
Me?
You
Hey,
can go to
me?
Damien's house.
You come
You
to
go
my
to
house.
Damien's
You come to my house.
house.
Open the door for you.
House.
If you need some food, I
You can
got
go to
you.
Damien's house. Damien has invited you to his house.
If I'm coming
You
to
barge
Damien's
into my house.
I'm
I've
coming
already
to
been
Damien's
pre-invited
house.
to
I'm
your
bearing
house.
gifts when I come to
Ron,
Damien's.
do
I gotta
something.
buy
Shit,
my
when I come to
champagne.
Damien's house, I'm going straight to the cabinets. Where the Tam Tams at?
Joe, if you and okay, good example. You and Ron do the play fighting thing, right? The play fighting gimmick when you all meet.
I ain't
up,
no
right?
play fighting.
It is
I be
play
trying to-
fighting. Okay, it's
He
play
was
fighting.
mixing.
You
Ron. Ain't
weren't
no question
there.
about that.
I watched
You
the
weren't
video.
there.
I watched the video. Okay, so if
Did
it
you read the
just
summary or
so
watch the video?
happens that there happens to be something slippery on the ground, and while you guys are play
Something
fighting,
slippery.
something slippery on the ground, some water, some I don't know, some liquid on the ground, and
The
somebody
sweat off your
slips and
noggin?
falls. Somebody slips and falls. Unfortunately, because y'all are just wrestling a little bit, and there's no intention anywhere, and somebody dies. Unfortunately, they hit their head and they,
This is getting
crack
too
their
morbid
skull.
for me, y'all.
Yo, but I'm trying to tell you that's manslaughter.
I'm just saying
That would be
too
involved.
morbid
That
for me.
that would be
Accident.
involuntary.
No, we were just
there have
playing
been
around.
people. No.
No.
No, there's no
Accident.
charge for that. That is not a
Unfortunately,
charge
if-
at all.
if-
Nobody
if-
should
playing
Is
around, and it was
the
it
killing of a
different-
human
is it
being
different
without
laws in
malice
Canada and
afterthought,
US,
making it distinct
If-
from murder due to
if-
low culpability is generally
Okay.
categorized
Around,
as
man.
voluntary
Accident.
or involuntary.
Voluntary.
Mhm.
If there was a case in Florida, I remember where there were some kids who were practicing wrestling moves on a
About to be a
trampoline.
case, about to be a
Okay.
case in Toronto.
No. Okay. Potato Head. My point is there were some kids and they were probably 15, 16 years, 15,
with them glasses and a hat.
15, 15 or 16, and they were practicing wrestling moves. One kid ended up wrestling, and then he did some sort of move off the trampoline, cracked the other kid's head open. He died. So that is manslaughter. Unfortunately, that's manslaughter. Is without the intention.
Is that
The-
the one?
the
Is that the
pre-
one where the 15-year-old boy was doing the moves on the little girl jumping off the couch?
I don't remember. This
That
was
happened too.
15
I-
years
Yeah,
ago,
that did
bro.
happen too
Come
in
on, bro.
Florida.
Like
This
your
shit-
big
this
ass
shit
know
happens.
better than that.
Okay, but when you talk about premeditation, the reason I
We-
talked
we-
about
we-
talked about
we-
walking into your house. If
That's an
I
adult.
walk into your house and you look at me and you shoot me, that's not premeditation. If you walk into my house and shoot me, that's premeditation. If you make a plan, if there's it's called a buffer zone, right? So it's the same thing. Chill. If somebody comes up to you, pushes you, shoves you, and you are afraid for your life, and you knock them out, that's not premeditation. That's heat of the moment. The whole concept of premeditation is, did you have a moment? Exactly. That's self-defense. Now, they could say he pushed you and you, I don't know, whipped him in the head with a wrench. That is not proportionate, and you could still be in trouble, but it's not premeditated. The premeditation element comes when there is a time to actually collect your thoughts and plan something. Because I think even the legal system understands that in the heat of the moment, people do things that they regret.
So was that in the heat of the moment? Was that in the heat of the moment? Was it in the heat of the moment?
Wemby was hit 4 times.
Wemby was hit 4 times on that same play. If you go back and watch, he was hit 4 times. 1 time in the head. He was being held as he hit him. Now, whether or not he looked at him, aimed at him, hit him, whatever, that's not premeditation. That is a response.
No, Pin,
you can disagree with the response. You can say it's a bad response. Whatever.
Okay, Pin,
but look, that doesn't make it premeditated.
I understand.
He didn't walk into the game and say, "I'm going to elbow this guy."
No. But see, that's where we differ right there. Because I can tell you, I can show you right now. Hold on, just wait, real quick. I can show you video evidence of Victor Wembanyama getting upset from game 1, 2, 3, and even to game 4, where he created in his mind, because a man this intelligent with this high of an IQ was creating a motive. He had motive. He was so upset at Nas Reed, Jaden McDaniels, and Julius Randle that there was a motive there, and he was planning this. He was waiting until he got the opportunity. Jaden McDaniels grabbed his arm. He had the ball, and he looked at Nas Reed dead in the eye and said, "This is my chance right here. He has clear motive.
Can't even read it.
He has clear motive and clear intent, and then he executed and tried to hurt Nas Reed. He is guilty."
Wait, Pin, that's your comeback for him cooking you?
Big Ox, Swiper, Pin. Guys, here's the thing is, we're starting to get deep into this case with Victor Wembanyama. There's only one place, since we don't have Ox Court, where we can get down to the bottom of this, and this is our members-only stream. Next time you guys are on a stream, Ox, I don't know if you will be here tonight, but if you are, we can get down to the fact of whether this was really premeditated murder from Victor Wembanyama or not. However, fellas, we got super chats that we got to get to, so we got to move off of this topic. But salute to you guys as lawyers. I know for a fact, if my life was on the line, I'm going with the guy that got into Harvard. But I asked the chat who you guys would take as your lawyer. And
South, by the way.
It's hard.
Big Ox got 39% of the votes. No. Ox and Swiper are tied right now at 39% of the votes. In Pin, only 22% of the people are taking you.
What's the vote?
If your life's on the line, who are you hiring as your lawyer?
Oh yeah, I mean, well, obviously someone up there with a legal studies degree that almost went to law school should have, if I didn't choose another path in my life. Obviously who went to the Harvard of the South, as Penn continues to know, which is Baylor University, privatized institution, one of the best law schools in the world, by the way. Yeah, literally look it up. Harvard of the South, Baylor University, private institution, mind you. So shout out. Yeah, you would like to be represented fairly in court, then you absolutely want to call Swiper and Ox Cochran. Matter of fact, if me and Ox are on a case together,
oh my God,
it's cooked. Now this guy, he's
y'all two gonna be fighting. Y'all two gonna be fighting. I'm going to the penitentiary because y'all two gonna be fighting.
Who, me and Ox would never. No, it's business.
Hey, sure, they gonna be in a courtroom horse playing.
That's what they gonna be doing. Meanwhile,
the judge better not be black.
Yeah, I'm.
Y'all get out my courtroom with all this horse playing. In rough housing.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. It'll take me 18 months to pass the bar. So, but you know what we should do? We should really start a practice. Just because of that slander right there, it take me 18 months to pass the ball.
Yep. Ox and Swiper, however we want to do this. Not show court. It's going to be Ox and Swiper court is what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be.
None of us are actually lawyers, and none of us.
One of us is closer than the other person, though.
Some of us don't know what other people studied.
You think you're closer to being
fellas? We gotta move on.
Some of them actually talk.
The next super chat is from Fred.
My God, I keep getting interrupted by Potato Head here.
Pin.
Hey,
The plane
call
will
me-
be landed
call me
on a
legal
members
studies
only
potato head
stream.
going forward. Now call me that. Make sure you know that.
Fred Vincent fan said the
Some of us
Orlando
will talk
series.
crazy to
I
the
said
judge.
the Orlando series. I said Angel was right to choose Wendell over Jalen Duren. I don't appreciate the lies on my name. I hold my guys accountable all the time.
Get out of here. You make sure that I know how bad Julius Randle is playing, but you don't type that in the chat. You don't direct that toward me. Chill, this dude, Jalen Duren, But boy, when Julius Randle sucks, you make sure to let me know.
He
make
already
sure to
said
let me
he
know how
doesn't talk
bad he
about
is.
Julius Randle. He said that he doesn't talk about Julius Randle. He thinks that you have him confused with somebody else.
No, I don't. He had in bold
sure?
letters. In bold letters.
I defended you. Penn called me a liar.
In bold letters, he said,
I
chill,
did call you
talk
a
about
liar.
Julius
Lost
Randle.
another case.
In bold letters, he said that to me. This was during the first round of the playoffs against
Penn
Denver.
can't
In
even
bold
defend
letters, he said
himself,
that.
and you want him to defend you?
In bold
Call me,
letters,
man.
he
I
said
just
that.
want to.
Yes, he can. He licensed to defend
Yo,
himself.
if you
I just
get a charge and Penn walks in as your public defender, just hey, you're done.
Just say you guilty.
Okay.
Just say I'm
Just-
guilty.
just plead-
I just
yeah,
take the plea
plead
deal.
guilty.
Just take the plea
Hey,
deal.
just take
Anybody-
the deal. Take
If
the
I could
deal.
pick anybody to be my lawyer up here, it would be Damien. After that, it would be Chill.
I'm sure
After that,
you
it
would
be Ron.
glade. Damien,
that, it would
this
be
is
Ox.
what
That's
he
fine,
does.
because I wouldn't even defend you because
Whenever he loses, he picks somebody who wasn't arguing with him.
You're the type
No,
of
I got 4
no,
degrees,
wait,
but
chill,
Laura's not one
because
of
he
them.
needs this.
No,
Because
but you know why?
Penn will be the type of client where you're up there and you're objecting for him, you're doing your thing, and he'll get up and try to and start arguing with you. Like, bro, what? We just agreed on this is the defense we were going to take, and then you're going to change your mind at the drop of a hat. You'll get yourself cooked and me disbarred. I would never defend you in court.
Nobody who
Never.
knows me, who's ever watched this show, understands why people talk the way they talk to me on this show. They've never understood it. They're just like, do these people legitimately think you're stupid, or is this an act?
Huh?
Yeah,
We don't think you're
specifically you.
stupid. We think you're an asshole.
No, Penn, actually, it's
Yeah.
not even the same
Those
thing.
are- those
are-
Penn,
those are
two different
people
things.
ask how we became such great friends now. That's the opposite.
You
People
can,
ask
you,
about
can
our
ask,
friendship.
you can ask Ron. You can ask Ron.
So-
Penn. You
so
can ask
I
Ron
just- I
how
just
much
wanna
I
say,
was. Wait,
since
Penn,
it-
real quick. I want to say this too, Penn. Ask Ron how much I was like, yo, we need to get Penn on the panel. How much I was saying no. He has a different perspective, but he's clearly a super intelligent person. He's very bright, and I think he will bring a lot to the panel. So don't act like
So-
any of us.
Yeah,
has
it was
ever
actually
spoken against you.
me that thought you lacked intelligence, but Ox had to let me know that you are smarter than what you give off, And then
said,
also
he's-
then you
he's a-
let me
he's a
know
little
that
bit
you
of an
let me
asshole,
know
but
that you
that's
got in
okay.
Harvard, and then I was like, oh shit, all right.
Okay. So I did not.
You
get
don't.
into
You don't
Harvard.
want me as your
I
lawyer,
didn't
by the
Cornell.
way. I got 4 degrees, but law's not one of them.
Okay, no. The reason I was going to say that is because since none of us are actually qualified to be lawyers, it really does come down to who is the least likely to get a case basically flipped because they're so unlikable. That's really what it comes down to. Because the truth is, I am pretty damn unlikable, and since I also don't have a law degree, I'm probably going to lose your case. I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably going to lose your case. I'll come up with a really good defense. I'll probably hire the right team to come up with your legal defense and shit. But when I open my mouth, the jury, if it's a bench trial, you got a chance with me. If it's a jury trial, I got to tell you, you ask for a refund, you be fucked. I am not going to represent you well. I'm not going to come off well. I'm not going to do a good job of humanizing you. Neither is this guy. That I'll tell you.
People love me in real life.
Hell no.
I can't speak for that. People love me. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I have a great relationship.
All right, y'all. All right, man. Fizzy Faye Facts said 8 points from 2 players in my starting lineup won't work. Asor and Duren need to work on offensive game.
Ron, from now on, because me and Swiper, we got to practice together. If you kick him, you got to kick me too.
Facts.
He not saying the same thing about you.
Fair enough.
Ron, you a bum for kicking off. How about that?
And now when you talk, he gets kicked. Can we please talk about how Max Strus is locking up the quote-unquote best PG in the East?
But he's not locking him up though. That's not going on.
But he's doing a really good job.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. Yeah, he's making it as difficult as he possibly can. But he's not locking him up. No, that's not going on. No, I think Cade leads the league, and I think Cade leads the playoffs in fourth quarter points, something like that. Yeah, he's making it difficult on him, as difficult as possible.
So I think they should keep doing that, keep blitzing where they were, and they stopped for a second at the end of the game, and I think that was a bad idea. And on top of that, the way Evan Mobley positioned himself in that out of bounds play, I always say if you're going to guard the out of bounds play from the sideline, you have to position your body to make them pass the ball backcourt. You know what I'm saying? You can't position your body to make them pass it this way. Although there's less basketball court over here, and I've heard that argument. They're like, oh, there's less basketball court, like actual court over here than there is over there, so you should let him pass it that way. Is wrong because the hoop is over here. We're protecting this thing. So for him to allow Cade to catch that ball in rhythm and shoot that shot is, you know, this is ridiculous. Swiper is you know, just certain things like that. I think they got to fix because Cade is super dangerous.
Is that what you think, Swiper? You think I have no friends? That's nice.
I know you do, because I know you off this stream. But on this stream, you act like you don't have any friends. I know you have a lot of friends and a love life. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Very likable off this.
Chill to the point of stopping Cade Cunningham.
Can't hear you, Ron. We can't hear your microphone.
Max Strus and all that stuff. Cade has shot 6 for 19. He's had one game where he shot 50% or better. He's had turnover 10 for 27, 7 for 16, and 13 for 27 last night. And of course, he was doing really, really well up until that fourth quarter. And then I think he went like 2 for 8, something like that in the fourth quarter. He's had turnovers galore. He's had 4 turnovers, 5 turnovers, 8 turnovers, 5 turnovers, 6 turnovers.
I think they're doing a good job on him. Yeah,
so what else do you expect him to do? Like shutting down Cade Cunningham doesn't mean Cade Cunningham averages 18. It means he has to work really hard to get good looks. It means he's less efficient and he turns the ball over a lot more. Like, again, this is a really good player. This is an all-NBA player. This is going to be a top 5, top 6 MVP candidate this year. Stopping him and stopping Shea and stopping Ant do not look like stopping Tobias Harris.
And I get that point. I do. I get that point. Sure.
So I think as much as it pains me to say Max Strus is doing a great job, Max Strus is doing a great job.
I think he's doing a damn good job on him. Yeah, I do. I think he's doing a damn good job.
Cade is not the reason they're losing these basketball games. I just want to be sure. I just want to be clear about that. Cade is not
the reason they're losing these basketball games. Correct.
No, he's not. No.
All right, the next super chat is from Red Hood. All right, Damien.
I'll see it at the members chat, y'all. Make sure you tune in.
All right, see you soon. Red Hood said Swiper. He running from Dean, Wade, and Max Strus. There's a reason he has so many turnovers. He can't handle tough defense. He's lucky Franz got hurt.
I think the Detroit Pistons are lucky that Franz got hurt. Yes, because they would have got out that series. Yeah, that's true. The other part, not so much.
All right, Spanish Jose TV said today Pistons are not even beating the 2011 Spurs, 61-21.
That Spurs team was supposed to be better than the Mavs team. Again, revisionist
But would
history.
the Pistons beat them?
No, they wouldn't. I'm not even sure this Pistons team would have a chance against the Dallas Mavericks. I just don't like how you're gassing the Dallas Mavericks team as being some great team. They were very, very good, but they were not some unbeatable, amazing team. They were supposed to lose in the finals. They should have lost in the finals.
Red Hacker said, Slovenia Kings fan here. Luka had Reggie Bullock as their second best player. Stop it.
Bubble Clipper series, maybe. I don't know.
Interesting.
They lost that series.
I mean, Luka had Kyrie, in fairness, later on when he went to the finals. But apart from Kyrie, you could look at the rest of that roster and say that was not much different.
PJ Washington was incredible.
PJ Washington was wide open for the entire series. What do you mean he was incredible? If Cade
He
could
averaged
draw
22
that to
points a game.
gravity and all his teammates were super
22
open.
points a game, shot 48% from 3. That's pretty incredible.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
All
that
trolling
makes me really
aside, do you
upset with
legitimately believe that Cade Cunningham and Luka Doncic should be in the same conversation for
I
gravity?
didn't say that. I said that PJ Washington was actually why they beat the Thunder. That's what I said.
The Thunder left him open. He hit shots,
And he killed them.
And that's the thing right there. See, y'all make act like that matters. We had a conversation with that about Koulibaly last year, the year before. I don't care if you're making it wide open, and I don't care if you're at the top of the key, above the break, in the corner. If you knock this shot down, it is effective, and you are the reason you win if you make these shots. Terrence Mann against Utah. I don't care if he never did it again. He won that game by knocking down those shots.
But you're open for a reason. You being open makes my life
you
hard.
made it.
Ox, put it this way. If I am on your team and I am a terrible shooter, your job is harder as a post scorer because I'm not being guarded, which means
Why would
my
that
man
not
is
apply to
constantly-
Cade,
Not,
though?
no, I mean, not. Yeah, it could. It could.
They're not
It could.
okay. They're
It could.
roaming off of Asar Thompson for sure because Asar is not a shooting.
And
threat.
Dennis Jenkins
And
backside and Karis LeVert backside in the play that I broke down.
okay,
But if you,
yes,
but if
there
you,
are
but you, if you can
non-scoring
move,
options, but let's not joke. Like there's players on most teams that are not guarded like stars or even like sufficient starters.
So that
Rudy
would make
Gobert
Cade's
is wide
job
open. Very
harder
often.
if he has less offensive talent on his team.
Of course. So you
wait,
should,
Pin,
you
are you saying for the post score that the person that's supposed to be guarding you is now doubling me or what?
yes. So let's just
Okay,
say
so that
if
could
we're
that could
playing
make my
5-on-5,
life harder.
right?
That
If
could
we're
make my
playing-
life harder, Pin. But if you cut to the basket, and then it's like, okay, good job.
Okay,
Now
but
you're
if
in
I cut
pieces.
to the basket and you're operating at the nail and you want to drive to the basket, now I'm just in your way. So sometimes I just
no,
gotta fan
but
out.
that's
or
the
just
thing.
gotta go
I
to the
won't
corner.
drive to the basket because you're cutting, and I'm getting doubled, so I'm passing you the ball.
What if I'm not a great finisher?
Then what are you doing here? You
Okay,
can't lay the
that's
ball
not-
up either.
Well, welcome to Scotty Barnes' life with half his teammates this year. My point.
So how do you get all them rim assists then?
by passing to Jakob Poeltl and Colin Murray Boyles and RJ Barrett, the teammates that he can actually get layups.
They were cutting and made layups.
Bro, like my point is, if you're,
you can't do that. Act like them dudes were just garbage though. Like, don't do that.
I'm not trashing on my own team, but I know the percentages. I watch these games, yo. I know Jamal Shed is not a good scorer. He's wide open on these threes. So when he shoots 5 for 6, we win. But when he shoots 0 for 6, we lose. But that's playing into the hands of the Cavaliers defense, right?
Yeah.
But,
I agree.
But Scotty and Ingram have a harder time scoring because one of their teammates is not being guarded, just like you would be having a harder time scoring, just like Cade's having a harder time scoring because Paul Reed's on the court instead of Jalen Duren. So the whole point here of like if you defensively slant your roster to include guys like Ron Holland, Asar Thompson, Paul Reed, guys who are way more defensively oriented than offensively oriented, well, you're gonna have to give something up on defense. And my point is that when you have a player like Luka, you can play 4.5 on 5 because he's that good. With Cade, you can't play 4.5 on 5.
Well, Pin, this is the thing I also want to be clear about. I'm not arguing against that. I was arguing against the importance of those threes. That's what so we were arguing about two different things.
Right.
That's my bad. I thought you were saying that there was a difference in making open threes as opposed to being guarded better and making contested threes. So I agree with what the other part of what you're saying. I'm with you.
The point of shooting spacing and shooting is to create the widest open attempts at the rim, in my opinion. So everything the Boston Celtics do with their spacing and their, Sam Hausers and Peyton Pritchards, all to get Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum open shots at the rim, to get Nimi Cade diving to the basket, et cetera, et cetera. So the spacing creates the avenue to get the real shot that we want, which is an open dunk or an open layup. There is no coach in the world that would prefer an open 3 over an open layup. And if there is one, they're stupid and they should be fired.
Joe Mazzulla does it all the time.
But Brad Stevens corrected that. He said everything we're doing right here. And look, you can say what you want about we want to take threes. We want to take threes because we want to spread the court so we can create the maximum drive.
And they're literally passing up layups for threes.
Well,
wide open layups. But they're doing that. They're actively passing up layups for threes. They were at the bottom of the league and points at the rim.
They shouldn't do that.
But anyway, I mean,
that is a mistake.
I'm not arguing that point. But they were doing that. That was what was going on.
But my point is, the function of an offense is to generate a certain efficiency per possession. So you want to create certain number of points per possession. And what I'm saying is, if Cade is being doubled on the drive and he's having to pass to an open Tobias Harris or Dennis Jenkins for 3, the drive was what I wanted. The 3 is what I settle for. So if he makes the 3, it's not really that important to me. If you get my point, it's good that he made it. I'm happy that he made it, but he's making it because they're stopping me from getting to the more efficient shot. Because Dennis Jenkins shooting open 3s is not going to be more efficient than Cade Cunningham getting layups one-on-one. So they're hedging the bet. They're like, okay, we'll throw the double on Cade because we don't think that Dennis Jenkins can beat us. It's really simple. So you have to, if you're JB Bickerstaff, you got to make it like a harder decision. You can't make it this easy.
All right. The next super chat is from Isaiah Jackson. Isaiah said, when you compare all the series, Pistons has had the Pistons have had the ugliest wins. Cavs seem to have a lot of flaws, and both looks like who loses first, not who wins.
yesterday I was watching that game show. I thought I was watching two teams and trying to figure out who was trying to lose more.
Which one of you is trying to trick this game?
The GOAT said, can Bean Bryant get some love on that top 22-year-old list on that? So can Bean Bryant get some love on that top 22-year-old list? Absolute monster, greatest game I ever seen. Right, Chill?
No.
Kobe's definitely on that list.
No, he's not.
100%. Shit, as a matter of fact, you know what? We don't got time.
It's still LeBron.
He could definitely get some love on that.
LeBron, Wemby, Shaq, Kobe. He's not on that list. He's not on that list.
Yes,
22-year-old.
There's about 6 players that go to.
What year was that, you? 22-year-old
2000.
You know who was better at 22 than Kobe?
No. T-Mac?
How old was T-Mac when he got to Orlando? 22? Yeah, he was better. First year, what was he 22 or 23? I don't know. I don't remember.
I think he was 24.
I think he might have been 21.
Bryant was 22. The year that they beat Philly, he was 22 that year.
I will look this up.
2000.
Yeah, so it was the next year. It wasn't 2000. It was 01.
Oh, so it was 2001.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
McGrady, Kobe in the talks.
Yeah, Kobe in them talks.
Absolutely. Tracy McGrady was 21 when he got to Orlando.
What year?
21.
Yeah, that's
what year?
So 01-02, Tracy McGrady, top 4 MVP finish, was 22. He was 22 that year. Tracy McGrady is absolutely on that.
In 2001, Kobe was better than T-Mac in 2002.
I can't get
T-Mac was still the boy. T-Mac was still dope, but Kobe was better in 2001 than T-Mac was in 2002.
So look, I disagree with that, but it is so close that I can't like those two. I think people don't understand how close Kobe and T-Mac were in that time. Now, obviously, Kobe, separated himself. But for that time, I think T-Mac was right there in that conversation. But if 2001 is 22-year-old Kobe Bryant, he's absolutely in these talks. Like we can't act like Kobe wasn't the man in 01. I seen things.
Shaq said he was the best player in the league.
I seen things. Like, come on, bro. Kobe was
22-year-old Garnett was also a monster, by the way.
Yeah,
absolutely.
1999, Kevin Garnett. Totally
and we mentioned Tim Duncan too. Tim Duncan was in these talks as well. But all right, y'all, we're going to keep it pushing. Okay, Darnell Wood said, do the 1993 Bulls lose to the 2011 Mavs since we are on that topic?
Very direct question, very direct answer. No. Let's go, Ron. Let's go. No, Ron. This does not involve. No, they don't.
For real.
No, they don't.
Neither do the 94 Bulls, by the way.
Yeah, we don't have to do this. No, Ron. No, they don't.
DZ the Great said, given the task he has on both sides of the court and the roster he has, is there an argument for Cade being the best guard in the playoffs?
We literally just talked about this. And this is another direct question, Ron. Yes. Yes,
no.
There is an argument.
DZ just sent through the super chat 7 minutes ago, so he might not have been here for this discussion. Me 100%. And Swiper and Damian were strongly arguing that Cade has been the best player in the playoffs.
Not the best
let alone guard. Not guard. Player.
Yeah.
Better than SGA, better than whoever else you guys want to throw out there. I don't know who else will be put into those talks. Mm-hmm. But yes, Cade Cunningham has played at that level.
Oh my God.
Pin, it's okay. We can
really think the rest of his team is bums.
Pin, it's okay. No, because you don't think the rest of OKC is bums, but you don't have no problem giving it to Shea. So you don't have to. It doesn't matter if your team is bums or not. We're talking. Okay, are the rest of the players bums?
No.
Okay, then. So it doesn't matter whether your team is bums or not. But the point that we're making is we're
Shea and Cade into the same conversation. Like this
entire Shea has not been typical Shea in these playoffs. He had that 37. He had that 37-point game, and he's had some other good games. Yes, he has, but he's also had some games.
Shea.
No, he isn't. No, he is not.
In the playoffs, is he not?
No.
Let's check.
Do you know what Cade's averaging?
Hold up. Per game. He's averaging 29.1 points per game. I'm sorry. Damn near 30, to borrow a term.
Cade's averaging
1% from the field.
What's Cade averaging, Ron?
Cade is averaging 30 on the dot. He's averaging 30, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. He's averaging more points. He's averaging more assists. He's averaging more rebounds. And on top of that, he's playing better defense. And on top of that, he's playing better defense.
And not only is he playing better defense, he's playing better competition.
Fuck out of here, man.
Who's been playing better competition? The Suns better than Orlando.
I'm going to ask you a direct question, and I just need a direct answer. Penn, in these playoffs, this series in the conference semifinals, the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Detroit Pistons, the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Cleveland
who has played better?
Los Angeles.
SGA or Cade? Who has played better?
SGA.
Okay, that's all I want to know. Okay, got you.
All right, Super Duper DB Goat said Penn is the same guy who believes Scotty Barnes can be the best player on a championship team, even though he's a certified number 2 at best. Barnes for best Robin.
So going into yesterday's game, as we clarified, against the Cleveland Cavaliers, Scotty Barnes gave you more points, more rebounds, more assists, less turnovers, higher effective field goal percentage, higher box plus minus than Cade. But he's the number 2.
Should have been able to.
His number 1 did not show up. Shout outs to Brandon Ingram. His starting point guard, who's supposed to space the court for him, did not suit up.
Jalen Duren didn't show up either.
I'll tell you one thing. Scotty didn't lose any home games.
All right. Be True 23 said Jalen Duren ... Brother, come on.
Bro.
Spanish Jose TV joined up as a member or rejoined as a member. Shout out to Spanish Jose TV. Appreciate you for being a member. Appreciate you for sending through super chats. Appreciate you for tapping in. Gordy Scott said, can we please have a segment about how amazing the WNBA has been?
Ron already made it clear what we got. Ron said we got something cooking, so I don't know what it is.
We talked about the dub for a good minute though.
But Ron said we got something cooking, so we'll get to that for you. No doubt about it, Gordy.
And
watch him put together some WNBA stuff and not include me.
So he can't do that, Ox. He cannot.
So typical.
Why can't I?
No, you can't do that.
So
He's the resident WNBA guy.
I think that's Swipe and Drench.
Ron, you are a visitor in the WNBA. Ron, you are a visitor in the WNBA city. Ox actually lives there.
You're a visitor?
Ron. Yes, you are a visitor in the WNBA city. Yes, you are.
You got to check in with me when you pull up.
Yeah, you come through from time to time. Ox actually lives in the city.
Yeah, hey, well, guess what? It's a new city. And Ox ain't allowed. You need your passport to get here, and you don't got your passport.
What do you call this? Look, at my passport is raggedy. It got mild wear and tear on it.
Definitely not Leroy said, afternoon, fellas. If you were the GM of the Pistons, do you give Duren a contract extension this offseason?
This is a very direct question. Very direct question, involves a very direct answer. Yes.
How much, Cho? 180
more than the
for
Min
5?
Thompson.
Yes, I'm willing to go. I'm willing to go there. Sure.
You know what, Chill? I'm not gonna lie. I would be Oh man, I hate to say it. I would be strongly considering firing JB ass for that shit he pulled last night. You gotta put Jalen Duren back in the basketball game. I don't care.
He should have played Ron Holland too.
Joe, and like I know people are gonna make this like because we live in this recency bias bubble where we assume that the only thing you've ever done is what you did yesterday. But Jalen Duren was awesome in the playoffs last year.
He's gonna make the All-Pro team this season alone.
He might make an All-NBA team.
I think he's gonna make the All-Pro team this year.
And again, I'll tell people who are PRA merchants who don't respect his 19 point whatever points per game. He only played 28 minutes. Okay?
By the way, he's almost
he did that in
28
minutes. They were blowing out teams. They were 13-5 without Cade, or 13-4 without Cade, precisely because he took on this massive scoring load.
Yeah.
So I just think like it's unfortunate what's happening to him. He's definitely cost himself some money here, but I don't think he's cost him like people are talking about him like he's a mid-level guy. Like shut up about this shit.
He's not.
And
no.
I actually wonder, Cho, if maybe his relationship's a little bit strained with his coach after last night because they lost. Because it's if you bench me and I'm your second best player and I'm an all-star, chill. You bench me and you win, we have an uncomfortable conversation, but I understand.
But if you bench
me and you lost,
yeah,
bro, you embarrassed me and lost, you are dead to me.
Yeah.
From that point on.
See now that's the problem with prima donna basketball players right there. You can't say like he didn't embarrass you. You embarrassed yourself. First of all, you embarrassed yourself playing ass. Okay, that's not JB's fault. You played terrible. I made the decision to bench you. I think you made the wrong decision to not put him back in the game, but he didn't do this to you. You know what I'm saying? You did it to yourself.
Fair
You
enough.
can't then blame your coach for trying to make an adjustment. You know what I'm saying? I think he might have over-adjusted a tad bit, but this isn't one of those situations where you're dead to me because you sat me down and we lost in overtime. That's not how that works, man. Like there has to be you have to be able to respect your coach and you have to be able to respect your star players. It has to go both ways, bro.
Fellas, we got one more super chat and then we got to get up out of here. DZ the Great said, chill. What was it like witnessing the Lakers three-peat in person, in real time? What were the conversations like, if you recall?
Shaq's the best big man in NBA history. Kobe Bryant is the best guard in the game. He's the next Jordan. They're going to win 4 in a row, 5 in a row. They're going to keep winning. Nobody's going to beat them. We're witnessing an all-time great Laker team. That's what it was. That's exact. Nobody's going to beat them. They're going to stay together forever, which was ridiculous. And it was also, Shaq hates Kobe. Kobe hates Shaq. Shaq doesn't take care of his body, but Shaq is awesome in the playoffs. This team is just fantastic. But
Phil Jackson's the best coach in the NBA.
He's the best coach ever. Now he's the best coach in the NBA. He's the best coach ever. No coach has ever done this with 2 different teams. So yeah, it was a lot of stuff like that going on.
From Kobe to Shaq against the Blazers. And then Kobe jumping into Shaq's arms when he won the championship. To me, those are 2 moments that are absolutely buried into like a 1-minute reel of NBA highlights that runs in my head. Like those 2 are part of NBA history. Yeah.
He had said it to me too, really quickly before we go, Ron. He had said it to me after they won the championship. He was like, we winning it again. And then he said it after they beat Philly. He was like, we're going to win it again next year too. And then after they beat the Nets, he was like, we're going to win it again next year too. He said that.
And they should have won it again that next year.
Yeah, he's like, well, next year too.
2 years after that, but really they should have won it that next year. They should have 5-peated. The Pistons had no business beating them. No. They had no business losing to the Spurs. They should have. The Lakers 100% should have won 5 straight championships with Shaq and Kobe. They were that good.
Remember when they played Indiana?
They could have faced the 2011 Dallas Mavericks.
No,
I vividly remember when they played Indiana.
The Spurs got that 03. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. The Lakers should have won that year.
All right. I think that Spurs team was great, and
we had a 2-2 series, Ox, and we had a Robert Horry out.
No, I think 04. I think the Pistons were clearly the better basketball team.
They would have beat them 9 times if they would have played them 10 times, Ox.
Yeah. That's my opinion. I'm talking about
the Pistons. If the Pistons would have played the Lakers 9, if they'd have played them 10 times, they would have beat them 9.
Yeah, I disagree. I think the Lakers should have won.
They smoked them dudes.
No, they smoked them. They handled them, but once again, it more so just goes to the whole Shaq and Kobe thing. Them dudes should have won 5 in a row. Just like I say the same thing with Bron and Wade. Them dudes should have won 4 straight championships.
Yeah.
If D Wade's knees could have held up.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all, it's been fun. It's been real. We'll be back same time tomorrow on Friday. We got 2 big games tomorrow. Can't wait to talk about them. Also, we have a members-only stream tonight. We'll see you guys in a couple hours.
Later.
We out.
Ron, who should have 3-peated was the Celtics. Wasn't for KG getting hurt.
Just know if it wasn't for Kobe.